Yeah, he's very demure. First he was all skibbity, but now he's demure.
Always has been. Everybody ready to start? Are we waiting for anybody else? Doesn't look like it. Okay.
Hold on.
We
Join
good.
me.
Cool. So music is streaming as always, picking up from where we last left off. Follow our party as the characters mount their steeders and push onwards. Having claimed a Mythalar gemstone from the depths of the vault beneath this lighthouse, the party continues their journey to Blingstone. The brilliant crystal sphere follows Isabel as she treks through the underdark passages, hovering just above her shoulder, illuminating the way forward. Tensions are still palpable after the last night's full moon ravages. Your companions occasionally glancing toward Bajarak with some worry, unsure whether his mind is yet cleared and whether the fury is fully gone from his gaze. While Jimjar takes the lead and aids in navigating these passages, the group gets an opportunity to speak their mind aloud and plan next steps going forward. What would you like to do?
Well, while we were mounting up, and everyone, I can feel the glances, you know. It's still wiping off a little bit of the cold sweat from the night prior. You know, still making sure his body's intact, he's not missing any little, like, scars anywhere, making sure everyone else is fine, making sure there's no elephant in the room. Well, he'll address it. I take it everyone's in one whole piece. Moving forward. I'm sorry you had to deal with that. I thought the manacles would hold. I guess I didn't know my own strength. It's just that blood urge just kept me going. But I want to say, from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you for not taking more drastic measures. It does mean a lot. And for you to have me act out in this way, and to keep me around, I mean it. And I'm glad no harm came to you.
We're glad to say, but I want to know, how does Gracchus manage to took those manacles in 2 seconds?
I took what I had at the time. The monastery works in a little bit of different ways. We have precautions and some other things. It's not like being at home. It's the night prior to when we know when the transformation's going to happen. We want to come back. We try to tie ourselves out, and that way it's, you know, a little bit easier on us. Of being outside of the walls, I have to work with what I have. Thanks to your quick thinking. Looking over to Self, and he kind of like touched the side of his nose and points to you. That was some good thinking there.
You look over to him and he smiles at you with an armful of hook horror eggs. Oh, no apologies necessary. It's quite useful. Just like, you know, my preciousing them. You know? Yeah.
What? There's ways to mitigate it. It's just we don't have those. I'm just thankful that I have this Knight's Flower here with me. I don't remember too much of what happened. I was just in a blood rage. And, well, this morning, the body of that scout, that drow, I think I did that. I don't remember. That must mean they're getting close then.
Did we find the body of a scout? Of a drow scout?
In the chaos of last night's moon ravages, it was not until very late into your long rest that you have stumbled upon the torn asunder body of a male scout dressed in his drow-made leathers, armed with a wicked-looking crossbow that has broken when he fell upon it from the sheer force that Bazrak pushed him onto it.
What could I say? Poor bastard had it coming. As he kind of like takes a grin and kind of rubs his hands together and looks around to see if it's like an approving thing. He still feels a little heavy with what happened, and you know, I'm not with my mates. I'm not with my uncle. Different. But we got each other's back, right? Take care of one another.
Yes, honestly, I fail to see the downside of this. We have a dead drow and 4 lovely little eggs.
Are we having breakfast? I don't think I've ever eaten them.
Oh, no. These are for later.
Anything we...
You mean for lunch or dinner?
No,
Or second breakfast.
Yeah.
That's what Glab says.
I mean, are you gonna sit on them? Like,
I do what I need to do. I use prestidigitation to warm them slightly, and I whisper to them a little bit. But no, I have plans for these. I have a concept of a plan for these.
Well, I mean, do enlighten me. Perhaps I'm searching for the word. Ignorant.
Well,
What's your
I mean,
plan?
those things that you ripped apart yesterday, I'm guessing that these are their eggs.
Right.
I'm missing some steps in between, but eventually there'll be some sort of profit, I'm guessing. Either, we have a small strike force of those that we can control, or we can sell them.
Yeah. Maybe we'll run across that, what's-her-face that drow ran into a few days back. Maybe she wants them.
Yeah, I mean, we got rid of that dragon egg, and that benefited us, right?
I'd rather never see that lady again.
I mean, I still have the tadpole. I could put the tadpole into the egg. We know that's a thing. Why are you looking at me like that?
With mommy and daddy.
I'm looking at you like that because I can't believe you would even consider that.
You know,
You
I'm
fought
just
so hard
spitballing here.
to.
Look, there are
fought so-
no wrong answers here. We're just putting out ideas, right? Right. Okay.
If you say so.
Well, I'm gonna let this one cook a little bit longer in the oven. This idea.
I do
He's just
think.
taking like a swig of water.
I do think if it comes down to it, we could find ourselves eating to eat those eggs, but hopefully it won't come to that.
I mean, did you see them? They look disgusting. Look,
You've
which
never
comes
had
to shove?
omelets? You've never had
No,
omelets?
look, not those omelets.
Well, I'm sure one of those eggs might feed all of us.
Alright, you want to hold them? You hold them. That's you. I guess we'll see what happens.
We still have some rations. We don't have to resort to them.
How many we got? Says Jim Sharp.
Enough for today. Let me check.
No, that works for me as an answer. We have a long while to go till Dingston. I'm counting like maybe 13 days of travel at our pace. But we're making good pace, mind you.
Not fast enough. This drow's catching up.
Hmm. You
If
took
we're
care of
going
that,
to-
and they're merely scouts. They're days ahead of the main party, likely. They're combing the desert, you know what I'm saying?
It's just something unnatural. I just feel like they are always moving, always skittering.
You're in their domain. We're approaching ever closer to Benzobarians, and with each step we take closer to Blingstone. We're practically neighbors. Unfortunately.
Tell you what, I miss the walls. I miss the singing of the Folgers of Gracklstock. You think there's a way to contact me uncle when we get in?
Like a sending spell?
Yeah.
I think if you
know
find
something.
a proper spellcaster, there's not one among us who is capable of those skills. I could inquire around, talk with my people.
Yeah, you got connections. Yeah, let you find me one of them. I won't check in. It's been a while. I got a creeping suspicion about something.
What?
And later, go ahead. Sorry.
I don't know. Just that Wormsmith, Zamba. With what we gave him, he's been pretty quiet. He left us alone. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just homesick. I haven't been away from the place for too long. Just, I don't know. I'll be mine.
No, I get it. I mean, I'm in the same boat. Gone show. I haven't seen home in months. So I'm so eager to come back. But you get me there alive and I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, boy.
Alright.
Get a nice drink going too.
Before we head out of this cave area, I would like Gizmo to take another look at the body of the dead Drow scout.
What are you looking for?
He's trying to determine if it looks like one of those that was with the traveling merchant that we encountered.
You are good with memory. Your intelligence is pretty high. You don't have to roll for this, and you, for certain, don't recognize them as either sibling riding on top of those velociraptor-looking lizards.
Right.
Not either one of them. From what you can even recall with your memory, they don't bear the sigils of House Miserum. That wicked-looking skull with sprouting spider legs, 8 of them, 2 at the bottom, 2 at the top, either side, with this wicked-looking circular chaos symbol of Drow origin, mark of House Miserum. This scout does not bear any such marks, no such tattoos of allegiance. It might just be a stray, if can just a student at training, navigating out of Menzer Barrens, and perhaps even an innocent, merely armed against the Underdark, or a subtle agent. Unfortunately, the dead don't speak.
Not yet, they don't.
Not without some help, they don't. But I'm not suggesting we press the matter. I just was wondering if we were being followed. I did not like the the haughty airs of that drow that we encountered with her precious items.
If I had to bet on it, and I will bet on it, Eric and I, at least, are being followed by our pursuers from Valkenfell. God show. Those drow, they're obsessive with their possessions. I think they're getting tested by their gods whenever they fail, and they mean to get back in her favor and all that dealy shebang, you know? I've had my fair dealings with drow. I get their piety. I sort of respect it even. But as hunters, they're vicious. And I don't think they're gonna let up until I reach home. Once we're in Blingstone, we're safe. They're not gonna mess with my clan. Not in their low numbers. Not unless they bring an army. Again.
Well, I gotta interject here, but I'm sorry, but all this work for just you two? That seems ridiculous. Cut your losses.
What do
I
you
mean,
mean?
don't get me wrong. You got what? You got you. I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying you got you.
Do
you
you
got
believe
Sir Eric?
in a god? With all due respect, Goncho, I'm just not trying to re-educate you on culture. I'm just trying to make a point here. Do you believe in a deity? Some higher power?
Not really one, but I got a couple. What's the word?
Higher powers looking after you. Yeah?
Sure.
Good
Yeah.
bunch. Nice bunch. Rewarding your prayers and all that. Lolth is not like that. Lolth is shit. Lolth will shit in your mouth, okay? This is like you wrong her, she will make the rest of her life and death miserable. The Drow, they're paramount about righting their wrongs. If they fail in the eyes of the goddess, they mean to correct their mistakes. So it's not really about, us. I mean, who's Eric? I mean, I'm not talking about myself, but but like, it's about not seeming weak in this chain of command that is the, not patriarchy, what's the monarchy of, not monarchy, matriarchy of Lolth.
Seems just like a big bunch of fear-mongering zealots. Whatever.
It would be if it wasn't, fact and material, as in you fail her and next thing you know, you become a drider. She takes away your everything, your identity, yourself, your ego. I mean, I'm sure you can't even imagine that. It's a terrible thing.
Nah, she put me right to the death.
But if you were a drow, not wishing such a foul fate upon you, I think you'd have better insight. I think us gnomes and you dwarves, we lucked out with our pantheon. We only have a handful of dicks in our pantheon. He sort of knocks on stone at saying that, realizing that those very dicks might be listening in. But the entire drow theology, it's a mess if you fail. They aim for climbing that ladder of power, and that just means, Goncho, that she will chase us till the end, or else she will suffer the consequences, not us. Is my idea of it.
That explains quite a bit, because it is not logical. The cost-benefit analysis on this is not way out. It has to be done out of loyalty or fear.
Or maybe she's just crazy.
Really?
That's also a reality. She might be mad as balls.
Yeah, I'd like that one.
Mm.
It might be a little easier for some of us to grasp than understanding the minds of gods and goddesses.
It made sense. I was wondering just how hard they had trying to recapture us. That they spent so much time and so much effort doing it, but if there's religious purposes behind it.
Is Lorian coming in super soft for anyone else?
Yeah, I had to turn him up to like 200.
Okay.
But he's not lagging.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yep.
You can't win, dude.
We'll get there someday, I swear.
You're good. We
You'll
just need
make
to turn you up a little bit.
You
Not a big deal.
need, during the week, not 5 minutes into session, during the week, to call someone, test your mic, and make sure it works while you're in Rule 20.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's been a month.
I got you. You're turned up. I was just making sure.
Didn't the sound difficulties kind of coincide when we switched over to Jump Gate?
That would be really weird if it works for everybody but Lorian.
Yeah. Just wondered.
Jump key does not affect your Discord or sound input,
Shouldn't.
anything. It's purely performance on the server side of the Roll20. But that being said, figure it out. That being said, as you guys are traveling and Jim Jar's taking lead, anything else you guys want to discuss? This is your campfire time.
Yeah. Well, you got something to say? Go ahead.
Yeah, we need to butcher the bird of the hook horrors later today. I'm not sure if any of you have the skills, but following what Ginger's worry, like if we don't, we will starve in a matter of few days.
I imagine they would taste a lot like a chicken or turkey or axe beak.
What the fuck is a turkey?
Don't think about it.
The hook horrors, they're large bird-like creatures, yes?
What the fuck are birds?
We're birds, dude.
It's like reverse Bambi.
Bro, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind if I make it to the top.
Man, remind me to like visit the library with you or something. I'm gonna show you the world.
Can't wait to have a session where I'm talking to you like a second grader.
Flower. Bird.
Hey, if you got meat, I don't know, scrap it. You need a dagger here, I got one. I'm not... I could try. Not the best. I don't know where to even begin.
At some point, if we were having campfire time, I would like to do a ritual and offer Coranzon the mycelium staff and the heart pulled from the follower of Yanagu. And looking around, I probably would hold one of the eggs. Maybe he would like one of these. I'm not sure. Everyone else just wants to eat it, so... yeah, so I'll kind of like make a mockery of one of the altars that I saw before from the followers of Yanagu. And I'll line up the broken sword along with the mycelium staff, heart of Yanagu, and one of the eggs. And begin to kind of chant a little bit and reach out to Coranzon and say, well, here we are. I have some gifts for you, some offerings. I have a staff pulled from poison. I have a child stolen from a murdered mother. And a heart of hunger pulled from a minion of Yanagu. Mechanically wise, I'm doing the ritual to transfer the hex weapon from the broken blade to the mycelium staff.
Cool. You feel that infernal gift that once belonged to your dearest friend, whose name you can now barely recall if even, be transferred over into the mycelium staff. Now the broken sword is nothing more but a memory fading fast, a reminiscence like dust.
So, I'm gonna interject here when you're done. So, what's the deal with your swimmer up top in your noggin? I'm still waiting for you to turn, but you keep saying these...
No, that's not going to happen. It's fine. Everything is taken care of. Everything is fine. You have nothing to worry about. Look, so I have that problem completely under control. What I did was before I infected myself with the tadpole, I made a deal with a friend. It's going to keep me safe. So everything is fine. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
All the while he's telling all this, there's like an undertone of like serrating whispers coming from like the now mysterious staff as he once white mushroom tendrils begin to like blacken and gray and become singed at the edges and glow like with this slight orange glow as if burning. And there's all the while this like off like coming from it.
You see, he's happy. And I give you like a big toothy smile with like all black scleras, and you know it's meant to be supportive and comforting, but it's not.
The background fades to black just a little bit and zooms out.
My history on demonology is not very great. Talk to Smarty Pants over here, but I do know they always ask for something in return, and that price is always larger.
Oh yes, yes. That's why I'm offering him all of these lovely things. You see, not like we don't have anything to offer. Not like they don't have anything to offer. And it's not demons, it's the devil if you want to get specific about it. The enemy of my enemy, and whatnot.
So what exactly is this deal that you made with them?
You know, there's a lot of fine print involved. I don't want to bore you with the details.
Mate, I got
Basically-
13 days of travel.
Basically, okay. All right. Fine. To make a long story short, I was stuck drifting in the astral sea aboard a mind flayer ship of some sort. And the only way to get out of there was to infect myself with one of these wormy tadpole things so I could operate the vessel. Now, you all know what happens with that is you eventually get turned into a mind flare. So I made a deal with a powerful being from another realm that would keep the Ceramorphosis at bay. In return, he would ask a favor of me. It seems to be that favor now is to find out what I can, do what I can to impede this demon incursion, given that the demons are their enemies. So,
They've always got tricks. There's always some, like you said, fine print. It's always something that they're asking. It's almost like, what's that called? You wish for something. A monkey's paw. I feel like that's the thing with them. If you don't mind me asking, you know this, devil's name?
Zon.
Trying to think. Nothing I'll recognize.
He's not. I mean, he's not a Lord of the Nine Hells or anything like that, but he gets
Well,
the
that
job
you
done.
think. Just like a little bit of a creeping paranoia kind of sets in. It was just like, well, hold on. Devil comes in. He wants to learn about kind of what's going on. We offer stuff. Putting, like, the story together. It's like, it's gotta be something bigger. Oh, he's just someone that we don't see yet. Hard to say.
I mean, to be fair, Bazarak, I'm not the one going mad in the middle of the night trying to tear people apart, so, you know,
I warned you. That would happen. I'll give you
it's
very
it's
clear
not,
guidance.
it's not that he doesn't demand things in return, but I offer things, you know, make him one of these eggs.
You look down at the egg and it's like been cracked open at this point and it's cracking even wider. And as you expect something to be inside of it, it's nothing but like black ash. Smoldering black.
You see, he likes it.
Oh, this gives me the creeps. It's like, he's here, but he's not.
Yes. There are stories of Corazon. Sometimes when you walk on the beach with Corazon, there's only one pair of footprints, and that's because Corazon can levitate.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
In the meantime, Boz is just, you know, making mental notes of everything and just trying to piece together, like, you know, everything that he's witnessed with everything that you're saying and just trying to draw parallels and, you know, maybe try to see what the inner workings of what a devil would be, but obviously just landing on nothing.
Look, it's not that complicated. They cannot manifest in our realm, so they go through intermediaries. I am one such person, so we help each other. You know, he gives me power, I give him other things. Service, gifts. Mutually beneficial relationship in which everyone wins.
That's a slippery slope, my friend, but hey, power to you. You do what you gotta do.
Yes, power indeed.
He just kind of like shoots his eyes around the room, just being like, okay, okay. Look, since we're on the topic, I gotta ask another thing. You've been pretty quiet here, and looking over to Isabel. Before succumbing last night, I remember we found the orb you got there. Looks like you got another pet. Oh, it's, I don't know, sleeping. I don't understand it much. You seem to be a little bit more intrigued with it. But, these netherese, there's more of them under here. There's, what, other vaults or something? Right?
There are pieces from the sky, almost literally. And finding one of them was sheer luck. I don't think we'll be able to find another one, but this is more than expected already.
And these are powerful artifacts. These levitating cities and Well, I'm sure you could crack into it, right? And, kind of manipulate it to what you want. That's what you guys do.
Yes, that's what they are capable of, but this one is missing some elements. Like I said yesterday, the tampering with them is dangerous. I read that people used to vanish just by looking at them. But if we can tap on what this can do, we can do pretty much whatever we want, whatever you can imagine, basically.
But what is it that you want to do? I remember you telling your story, how you got here in the first place.
Well, right now, making weapons to fight whatever is down here in the abyss. It will be the best we can do with it. Just like Dawnbringer was created from one of them. What I want to do personally, before I came here, there was a mishap on one of my experiments. I tried to tap into another realm, and in theory, I tried to be in both places at the same time. It failed. But I think with a stronger source of power as this could be possible.
That's right. Making weapons. And as he's saying this and kind of looking and listening, he's kind of just like twirling his mustache and just like kind of got like a little bit of like a, kind of like a little grin on him. And you can kind of see his gold teeth poking through. These weapons you make, this is just something that you do, or you mentioned something, you've got a large house or something you belong to. What is it?
My family manage a guild. We create weapons for the cities. Advanced, not you don't see them very much in the streets unless here, but they are there. And just like Atlas, you see the shield that it does provide constantly.
And I gotta imagine that's just a small little taste of what you could probably do, right?
It is. I lost most of what I can bring when I got here. When I was ambushed by demons.
He's just kind of like clicking his hands together and just kind of little snaps, little fidgety and everything. You can kind of see the inner workings of his mind kind of coming into place and thinking and cogitating on what you've been saying about your house and everything. When we get to the top, if, still many days out. Never know. But if we get to the top, I'd like to think of myself as an asset. Right now I'm your Lord Ambassador for Gracklestook. You make weapons, so do we. But with the phasers now, it's hard to get a lot of that teleporting around. But with you're telling me, with all these nether rays, you get these, you create fascinating machines out of them. Something more powerful than ever. I want in on that. And I can help you. But why you gotta know these underground better than anybody else? You get me a meeting with your pa. I think we have a good chance of taking a fight to them. But I want some dealings. I also want to make a promise with you. I'll help you get what you need, whatever the cost. I got your back. Well, you gotta help me out. You help me land a deal with your house and the others above. My friend, we'll be in business, love. You got that. Whatever you need.
Sounds tempting. We know what's down here, and we don't have easy access to it.
Now. But we start working together on this. We find more of these objects. At whatever time. I'm thinking long roads. I know we can overcome this. Gracklestugh will stand her ground to the day the earth crumbles around her. But, right here, right now, shake me hand, and you promise that to me. I'm all yours. So what he's asking is just, you help secure deals and, you know, for Gracklestugh to prevail, money, riches will help you find Netherese and work together to help you meet your goals as well.
Sounds like a deal, and I'll add something to it. I don't want you see you go rampage again, so I'll
can't
work on
promise.
something to keep you under better control next time.
Self had a pretty good idea. Worked well.
Yes,
Nothing came of you.
yes. We just point you at something we want dead.
But she checks the hand.
Good. Even though he's a lot shorter and everything, like he's still extending his arm up, but it is a firm grip and like his big old sausage finger, like bear paw.
Your sausages get a little
Grin.
bit frozen as you shake the air at Janassi's hand. As you guys finish your deal, Jimjo is trying to catch your attention. So he spots something ahead.
I'm making a deal here. What is it?
I just want to point that out over there, and he points toward the end of the cavern where it begins to narrow into an entrance of another. And you can see a flickering light as if coming from a flame, but it's not orange or yellow in color, it's cyan green. And it's alive with motion at the mouth of this entrance to this next chamber. I just want to give you the heads up to ready up for whatever's up ahead whenever you're ready. Or let's not risk it and we can come camp here for the Nightgone show and deal with whatever's ahead once we're rested up.
Oh, no, fuck that. I ain't having anything creeping up on me.
Okay, he stays on guard till you guys are ready to like engage whatever's up ahead. Until then, feel free to finish off whatever other conversations you want.
Oh, I have to try to validate why I don't have some of my spells again. Fuck. I don't know. I don't have silence and I don't have
Pass without trace.
yeah, pass without a trace anymore, so I need to think of that thematically.
Well, easily done.
In case we need to.
As the curse takes its toll upon you, with each new moon, you've been feeling more of yourself being lost to it. This is not a perfect system that Gracklestugh has. This monastery is a thing of power and mastering it, and you have your ideals, but you're trying to tame a beast that is far older than you, far older than your people. It's been here before the dwarves. It's an ancient magic, and you guys have not really figured it out yet. So every time it does take something away from you, and this time it took a large chunk. You still have other means to you, still have your monastery's teachings that you could focus on. But like Isabel said, either she will find a solution or you will find one, be it in the surface or in the Underdark. Something has to be done for you to tame this beast completely.
Listen, guys. Piece of myself. Hard to kind of recall the events, but I guess as time goes on and the curse gets a little bit deeper each time, I'm not able to really replicate what I've been doing in the past. I have been able to focus on something else, though, something that could be useful. But I won't be able to help with any of the magics I had. I won't be able to silence the steps much further.
This is DM asking, your Cloak of Shadows, how does that work now?
The Cloak of Shadows is still the same.
Well,
I still teleport 60.
and it's not like a cloak that shields your allies? Because I'm imagining like a Cloak of Shadows for some reason.
Are you talking about the Shadow Arts?
Yeah, for your monk.
And I have Shadow Step.
Mhm.
The Shadow Arts, all it does, it just casts darkness that I can see in.
See through. Okay. So you can still use that for stealth, by the way, for your party,
Yeah,
for shielding,
of
because it
course.
does move with you. So.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I can't do one thing, but I can really focus on something else.
Mm-hmm.
So I can zip up there. Jimjaw, won't you come with me? Or perhaps you all want to come along.
I think we should all group up and engage whatever's up ahead together.
Alright.
Splitting up is not wise.
When you say you no longer have access to your magics, you mean permanent?
Nothing I can really recall right now. It's really hard to explain without getting into the nitty-gritty. I was able to silence your steps before, but as time goes on, and I've just become more intertwined with the beast inside, but also with my abilities that I've been learning all my life. I can cast you within darkness now. No one would see you, but only I myself would be able to see such through the veil of it. I could cast darkness, you just won't see through it.
So we could potentially just follow along in this darkness, one with a hand on the other, and just make our way quietly through.
I'd rather you see what's with your own eyes to see what's up there. Let's just take a peek. Something happens, poof, you're gone.
So fine by me.
Come on. Gather your things.
Could help us not necessarily see in darkness, but a sense, if you will.
Yeah, I was just letting you guys know, like, I'm just flavoring. In case we wanted to sneak up, past or whatever, I just wouldn't be able to. I was just trying to roleplay it. So,
I got
alright.
it.
I want to go see what's going on with this light.
Alright, for the sake of this, your Spider-Man's out with you. I'm just putting less tokens on the map to not stress it as much. Your companions are also here. And as you step onwards toward the open chamber, I'm going to switch up the music a little bit here.
Yeah.
The moss-colored rocky walls stretch upwards into darkness. And ahead of you, a narrow stone bridge arches over a bottomless chasm to either side of you. The bridge leads to a wide central platform where 10 paths branch off into shadowy doors set into the far wall of the cavern. Suddenly, out of the oppressive darkness above, a vibrant flash of green light flares into existence. The air crackles as a gargantuan eye floats and manifests before you, its pupils slit like a cat's, and burning with a green flame, staring down at you with a curious gaze as it put us on the map.
Jesus Christ.
I'm
It's the Eye of Sauron!
I thought the same, man.
A velvety voice, deep and purring, seems to coil around you, teasing yet dangerous as it fills the chamber, dripping with that mischievous delight. Ah, fresh bipedal playthings. How utterly delightful. Welcome to my little domain, dearies. While my true name is beyond your ken, you may call me Laverne. Laverne Caverne.
Gizmo's gonna whisper over to Jim Jar. I don't remember seeing this on the map. Do you have any knowledge of this?
He just shrugs. Oh, I'm far older than your maps, and yet unmarked upon them by intent and design. I remain elusively hidden, you see? That is my purpose. To guide, and yet not to be found. Ooh. The people, vibrates a little as it says that. The way behind you seals shut as it does that sound with like a shimmering magical barrier of like these thorny vines. Oh, don't worry about that. It's just a precaution. You see, these caverns are mine and mine alone. And so, I so rarely get visitors. I don't usually let intruders into my domain, but luckily for you, I'm ever so bored down here. So, I thought you might entertain me. A little game, yes? I do so love to learn about your peculiar preferences of you wandering mortals such as yourselves. The flaming eye narrows slightly, and though the voice remains playful and teasing. Now, you'll indulge me, won't you? Play along, answer my questions, and I'll show you the way out. Who knows, perhaps I'll even grant you a little prize, I phrase it like it's a choice, but you refuse me this opportunity to see light through your eyes, then you have no use for your eyes, and I might as well just gouge them out.
Well, there's
Not like I got anywhere to go.
And where is it you're going?
To the surface.
Ooh, such a big place. So vague. Come now, I'm guiding you to your final destination. I need one for this to have an end. Otherwise, you're heading straight to the bottom. And he just stares down to either side of the chasms.
We're going to Blindenstone, the city of the gnomes.
Then Blingdenstone shall lie behind my doors. And you see each door illuminated with like a greenish flame above it as they activate in turn. Now that we have a final station, you will open the doors and you won't fall into a bottomless pit. That's good. Relishing excitement, Laverne explains the rules of her mischievous game. You see, I'm dying to know more about what you all desire, what you crave, what your little minds think about all day. But we can't just have a simple chat. No. We'll make a game out of it. I call it Fantasy Feud. The giant eye sort of narrows in amusement as she purrs on. The game is simple. Come on, it's funny. The game is simple. I'll ask each of you a question, okay? A little something to pry into your desires or thoughts. Then each of you answers it individually, in secret. But here's the twist. You'll form two teams, and each team will take turns guessing what most of you answered. A claw wreathed in green flame manifests and gestures with a magical flare toward the 10 doors leading to off the platform here. Each of these doors represents one of your guesses. But beware, guess wrong, and something unfortunate might happen. Guess right, and you might find yourselves one step closer to freedom. The flames of her eye flicker dangerously as she continues. Two teams. Two chances to see if you really know one another. Or if you're just as lost as you seem. Each team will take turns choosing a door based on what they think was the most popular answer from your little poll. The goal is to see how well you can predict each other's preferences. The more doors you get right, the closer you'll be to getting out. As Laverne's conjured claw then splits into two motes of green flame, they each dart toward braziers on either side of the chamber, and her voice drops low, the amusement never leaving. These flames will light your way. Each wrong guess will douse the flame little by little, until it flickers into nothing but smoky wisps. Once your flames snuff out, well, let's just say your journey might get more difficult. Now, shall we begin?
Boz is just looking around with concern. Just shrugs. He just points his palms like face up and be like, alright, here we go.
Come on, it's gonna be fun. You're gonna enjoy yourselves. You must.
Any other rules? We just yes? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, you will learn it as we go, I'm sure, if you haven't been paying attention and you're still confused. This is an easy game to pick up. I've been doing this for years. Seldom a handful die to it. The rest made it through safely into my domain. With a snap of a finger, a shimmering snail shell materializes in midair before you, and then one for each of you. These shells gently float closer. Laverne's playful voice echoes through the chamber. Meet my magical conches, exquisite tools for whispering secrets and hidden desires. These little gems are enchanted to capture your softest of whispers. Just murmur your answers into their spiraled openings, and they will carry your voices to me, wherever I am, ensuring that I am the only one who hear your answers. And in case you're getting any ideas about cheating, she looks specifically toward you, Self. The last poor sop that attempted mind games to violate my game's integrity still lives the rest of their lives with throat leeches in their water. Now, let's have some fun. So, guys.
That's why I asked about the rules. I don't want throat leeches.
Yeah, I'll clarify the rules as they come along. And so as she speaks, the conches grow brighter, like ready to absorb your whispered responses, eagerly awaiting the secrets. And you can see a area of like parchments. These ruled scrolls unfurl around the eye, like so. I'm just gonna put them on a map. It's gonna be far easier for me to control them if they're all tokens. That works. Sort of unfurl around her, like so. I don't know why I rolled initiative for all of them. That was a mistake. So, to summarize the rules, because it's a little bit complicated. Each team, being Team 1, Self and Bajrak, and Team 2 is Bajrak and Self, and Team 1 being Isabel, Gizmo, and Eric. Just put you guys into 2 groups. It doesn't matter. Each of you will get these brazier torches with 3 starting charges. Each round has a different goal that I will specify. When a round's goal is satisfied, the game moves on to the next round, and the game consists of 3 rounds. Each wrong guess douses your charge of your torch by 1. When a torch runs out of charges, it is doused completely. A team that makes a wrong guess with a doused torch loses Laverne's game if the other team makes a correct choice to follow up. You'll see how that works in just a moment. If neither team loses by the end of the 3rd round of the game, the team with the most torch charges wins. Just sort of like a point system. And when the game ends, you might choose to play another round of this game, if you wish. Laverne does offer you a reward for participation, and with each victory earned, you get 1 more reward. So we'll get there. So she'll present you with a survey of questions. You will receive 1 question with a list of like 10 items. You will rank these items 1st to 10th in accordance to your character's bias. Cheating in any way inflicts some sort of a curse. So we can begin this with a sort of a burner round. That will count, but you guys will learn by having either somebody select a random scroll from around her by pinging it, or roll me a die. I don't care. I'm just gonna pick it up and put it forward.
That one.
Ping it again.
Yeah,
Wasn't
exactly.
looking as cool. Let's be see then. I'll go ahead and make it bigger. Can everybody read that?
No.
No.
It's,
Oh, wait, no, it's loading.
You can still-
Wait for it to load.
Oh. Yeah, if it's loading.
Because I can also like project it on the screen, but then if you click off it, you won't see it. The scroll manifests before you. Can you see that?
Yep. Yes.
On a scale of 1 being first and 10 being dead last, which monster would you make your best bet? Which monster would make the best bet? You have a list of 10 options. You rank these personally. At the bottom of the map here, you will see like item numbers as they're listed, 1 to 10, and below them these little tokens that you can actually roll. So if you click on a token and right-click it, and click on multi-sided in the options, and choose side, you'll be able to choose a side for a token. For example, Bajrak for first choice, Owlbear put it at 5th. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I just can't choose the
Yeah,
side.
We cannot
You can't choose a
pick any
side.
tokens. Ah!
But it says players can rule the token. So what else do I have to do?
Token control.
Yeah, I have to make it a character, don't I?
Yeah, it needs to be a token that we can control too for us to roll it.
That is fine. Let's do that then. I'm gonna create a character, call it token for now. Oh my god, and I have to.
Do it for all of them.
Fuck. Alright, fine. Oh man.
So-
You select token. Controllable by all players. So if I do this, Bazrak, your second token closest to your icon, can you control it now? If I do that to all of them?
No.
This one.
Yeah, I can't
Right
pick
click
it or
it.
anything. No, just ping
My
everyone in our
game.
view.
Right click. Transform multi-sided. You can't. What else do I need to do then?
The magic is failing.
Token. What about now?
It's got a little locked icon, but choose side.
Lock in
Yeah,
that position.
1 through 10. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All
0 to 10.
Here I go. Token. Save. Isabel, can you change your first token right now? Ivan?
I mute myself. I can select it, I cannot flip it.
You don't need to flip it, you just select the side. Right click, multi-sided, select side.
Okay, right click.
The rule token.
Choose a side.
Cool.
Yes, I can.
So, I'm gonna start doing this to all the tokens on the map. Good lord. And you guys can take a 5-minute break. Or talk to me about the rules if you're still confused.
So we're doing this, rating these individually. So how does the team aspect come into it?
So, once
That's what I'm-
you've rated them individually, I have a little Excel spreadsheet on the side here that takes all your votes, both teams, and that arranges all your results together, like the average of your votes. So like say if like number 1 was rated like 5, 6, 7, 5, 5, it's like 5.5 or whatever is the average. It's gonna be like the 5th or 6th choice among the doors, based on everybody's choices. Then each team's gonna take a turn selecting a door and saying what place it is at, or whatever the rules of the round are. Like the rules of the first round is, for example, is to find the first, second, and third top choice, right? Ignoring the rest. If you guess wrong, like if you guess 4 for lower, then you get a torch doused, right? If you guess correctly, you gain a torch this round, for example. Round rules will like vary between rounds as the game becomes harder and harder, and it's a battle to see which team wins. Whoever is gonna win is gonna earn a reward as well. And that's all gonna happen as soon as they go through, apologies, but 50 tokens. I'm already a
Wow.
third way through. I should have done this before, but didn't have anybody test it, but that's
That's
fine.
fine. I'm eating Cheerios and string cheese.
Does that make sense though, to answer the question there, Jeff?
Yeah, I guess I'm still trying to figure out though. Gizmo is making these ratings based on his opinion, or based on what he thinks his team will do, or based on what he thinks the whole group will
Well, see,
do.
that's
what I'm
is
trying
up
to
to
figure
you.
out.
I like doing it versus personal biases because it's funnier, because then you have to guess what other people said. Trying to fudge it with like, well, what would Bazrak say, right? Is also a strategy. Just
But this is the survey, and then basically we're going to go through and guess what other people.
well, you're
but
gonna
as, like, the
guess what
order.
everybody said. It's Family Feud, guys.
It's Family, yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's
Family
Family Feud. Slash
Okay.
maybe like a little bit of Cards Against Humanity a little bit, like guessing like what other people picked, because like we know the other people, so we can guess what their votes are.
Sure.
It's gonna be tough because Self either has some of these as pets or is actively working on
I
it.
think it's funnier if you just go by what you believe, because
Right.
then you actually randomize the result a little bit and put a little juice to it, and it makes the game a little bit less predictable.
Yep. Self just
And-
scratches everything out, and it's like Bezrek, you know, Eric, Gizmo, Clank.
And just to be sure, nobody can see other people's numbers, right? You can only see yours, correct?
Yeah, I can't see anything from anyone
Good.
else.
Good.
Wow.
You'll only be able to see the map and your own side. It took me a while to set up, but I'm happy with how it turned out.
People's things, but I can't click on it, which is fine.
You should not be able to move them. I did lock them in place, but you can right click and shift the token. You just need to shift their face to a number between 1 and 10. It just so you guys don't use text essentially, because that's messy.
Got it.
If we were at the table, I would have just used pen and paper, but when it's online, it's a little bit more complicated. So Bajrak, everybody but Self should be able to change older tokens now and start rating the responses. So you guys can get started on yours. I'm just going through Self's. You're rating the items based on their placement on the list there. So item 1 would be Owlbear right now, and you're just putting a number there for what you think.
Oh, what
And-
I think Owlbear would be. Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha. All right.
first being best choice and 10th being like worst choice.
The only thing is, I can't read the scroll because it's like a low res. So
That
it
is
never loaded
for-
me.
disappointing. I'm gonna try and make it
For,
bigger.
for- I had the same issue, and I
Yeah.
zoomed
Zoom out
way
now.
out,
Yeah.
and then when I zoomed back in, it stayed. So I can read it now.
That's usually how I go with
alright.
maps in general.
Okay, yeah, it works now.
Where was I? Token.
Sure you don't want the Family Feud song playing for this?
I think I'm gonna get copyright stricken very hard by
Right,
YouTube if
yeah.
I do that. To the point where they're gonna like absolutely mute us. Also, do they actually have like music that's longer than like a chime? Oh, I should have had the bell on like sound sense like that shit.
Ding.
Can you change my first token? It's stuck on 5
I'm sorry.
when you're done.
There. I'm glad that works now. All the while, the eye watches all the while. Y'all should put a timer on. You're all really taking this consideration.
It's a serious business, man.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I was wanting to be like, what is this thing again?
If you don't know it, it's even funnier. I'm gonna say this off the bat now. Variety is insane.
No doubt.
And I'm loving it. I feel like I'm at work. I'm just filling up this Excel spreadsheet.
Oh my god, I keep hitting the wrong fucking thing.
This.
Oh, I did the same thing. Yeah.
How about this? When you guys are done, your array, just say done, and I'll copy yours down. Oh, you can say out loud. It's all good.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Don't hear.
Laverne Caverne is just prestidigitating music in the background. Nick over there changing his answers after we typed it in.
No, I'm just having trouble keeping numbers 1 through 10 in my fucking head.
Just it's easier if you just like go like your first choice and second choice and your whatever. Like write them in order. I was thinking about giving Team 2 a third like NPC, but I was like, then I'm just playing with myself.
We can always give them Songbird, you know?
Okay,
Eric looks to be
so
done.
I'm not googling what these are, so I'm just giving random answers. I'm giving.
It's funnier if you don't know it, and I'm just waiting for your last two choices there.
Alright, I think I got it.
Yeah.
All right, Boz, you got your numbers there. Okay. Scopping down selves now. Eric's. Eric, your last number cannot be 0. Thanks. And then Gizmo.
I was debating between those last two.
Yeah. Definitely putting a timer to the next round. Because it's funnier when rushed. Cool. So, nice. I'm gonna keep this over here. Sort of smaller and visible. Now, the doors, they're arranged in order of how the answers are listed on the survey. Like this door to the far left being 1, this being answer number 2, answer number 3, and this one being answer number 10. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yes.
let's start with Team 1. Team 1, select the person to speak out. That person makes a guess. You can discuss amongst each other, but that person makes the final say, guessing a door and its rank. For round 1, Laverne Caverne says that you team that makes a correct guess gains a charge to the torch, and you must determine the top 3 answers among all characters.
All characters.
Mm-hmm.
Who's on team 1 again? I know that's me. Who are my teammates?
Gizmo and Isabel. For the sake of this, I'm going to go ahead and put your tokens by your
So
team.
we're safe.
Yeah.
So we are trying to determine what's one of the top 3 answers. Is that what we're saying?
Yes.
That's what we have to give right now, right?
Yes. Exactly. I'm going to say like Laverne Caverne actually takes your bodies and lab takes you above the chasms as you're playing and pointing at doors because it's funnier.
Okay. Right. So, Isabel, Eric, I'm going to say definitely one of the things in the top 3 is going to be the gelatinous cube. Does anybody disagree on that?
I hardly disagree strongly.
You disagree strongly?
These rules.
Strongly.
Is it basically just? I'm gonna talk to the eyeball and just say, is it basically just no magic? Is that what we're going for here in terms of cheating and no throat leeches, or?
Just the eyeball like narrows, look at you like why are you even asking?
Boz is just like doing hand gestures. He's like, I have no part of this. I am not. No.
like
You punish him.
slowly being lowered into the chasm. Like,
A gelatinous cube looked such a mess everywhere it went. All over your home, tiles, you can't even own a rug. Awful. Worst.
It actually does the opposite of that.
yeah, take
Keeps
offense to
everything
that.
clean. It's easy to feed. Yeah. Keeps everything clean. It's easy to feed. I don't know. At least the one who's been with us has been quite a nice companion.
How's it? You know, it drools when it look at you. I don't know if you have noticed.
Glob, you hear that? I'm calling you a pet. You ain't even your own being.
Yeah, Dad, maybe I'm going to join team 2 after all.
I feel the more obvious answer is the Dragonborn way. Just imagine the prestige and reputation that you would gain for having such a respected beast as a pet.
You guys get Gleb, I'll get Eric.
And when it grows, it kills you because it wants
Yeah.
to take the whole treasure of the land.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
thinking quite the opposite there too. I think that's going to be at the other end. I don't know.
It's a
Obviously, the flump is the most useful. It makes you feel good. It reads your thoughts, so it knows your necessities before you voice them out. And tell you if anyone wants to do any danger to you.
Right. So which one of us has to give the answer?
You guys choose.
Anyone. Come on.
Let's roll one dice.
I got
One
the
d3.
answers.
One
I'm gonna say
d3.
this, it
Okay.
does matter because like whoever speaks now will not be able to speak the next 2 turns, essentially.
Okay.
For your
Gizmo,
team.
you're 1.
Yeah.
Eric, you're 2. I'm 3. Eric, you voice out the answers.
Okay. I guess that's voting.
I mean, or we can agree. Well, like,
I think a smaller team is actually advantageous here. You less argument within the team. So which one would it be? Top 3, top 3.
I suppose I'm giving answers.
You know who I wish was here? Labagul.
I'm right here.
Wait, where are you?
Wait, where's Jim Jar in this?
Do you guys want NPCs to play along with you guys? You can ask them
No, we could just do
their
that.
opinion.
no.
Or 5.
Yeah, you can ask them their opinion. They can chime in. I just don't want to play with myself, is all.
Yeah, that's fine.
They are the how to say the people watching, the one that
Advisors,
casts.
audience, yeah.
Audience, thank you.
Alright, hey, hurry up. I want to get off this platform.
Tick tock, tick tock.
The top 3.
The top one, select one choice that you think is in the top
get-
3.
Oh, I had started to pick 3.
One that's
one
in the
choice,
top
I
3.
think, would be in the top 3. The flump.
Flump being number 6.
Yes.
Okay, as you approach a door, number 6, you open it, and as you open it, you see a number scrawled onto like the stone, like cavern wall behind the door. As you open it, scrawled in this inky red liquid that runs down the wall. Flump is number 3.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Say-
So that your torch brazier grows brighter as you gain another torch.
Okay.
The other
Cheap.
team gets to get the next guess.
Alright, we're gentlemen here. I think we can come to a reasonable agreement. I think it's the owl there.
What is what? What number?
I don't know.
1 or 2 is the implied, yeah. You don't have to guess the exact number. Not yet, at least.
I'll say 102. What do you say? That's just my guess.
Why though?
I don't know. Some of you travelers come down here and you just like, oh, owl bears. Oh,
No,
you lose your
no.
shit over it.
The obvious answer is gelatinous cube because Glabagool is my best friend.
Alright, but that's some bias.
Look,
It's
did
not
you
that
see?
your best friend, it's everybody's.
He pulled Eric off those spikes. You know, if we need anything disposed of, any bodies, we just throw him in Glabagool and he takes care of it. You need anything cleaned, you just dip it in Glabagool. He takes care of it. He's the best.
Mike, you saying our friend is a pet to you?
No, but if he was, he would be the best pet.
I love it when they fight. Says the eye.
Mom and dad are fighting. I think it's the elbow.
TikTok.
Alright, if you think so, that's fine, but
Bazrak, you want to approach
Yep.
Owlbear door?
Okay, yeah, Owlbear is 1. Right?
Yeah.
Owlbear's 1.
Mhm.
I'm saying it's, yeah, either 1 or 2. It's gotta be on the top.
Sure
1 or
thing.
2.
Confident in your answer, you grab open the handle, swing the door open, and reveal the number behind the door. Owlbear. Number 8.
told you.
You're all a bunch of fucking liars and you changed your answers.
Nope, I told you. Why Albert? Why? Why?
Isabel voted it 6th, Gizmo 5th, Eric 2nd, you voted it 4th, and Self voted it 3rd. Put it at 8th place.
You know how much cleaning you need to have with one of them, and how much food you have to give them. It's too much, man.
Team
So
1
it's
gets a
probably-
guess.
I think you're number 1.
Aesthetics and powerful are important things to consider with your pets. You don't want something that would hurt your prestige or
Yes.
Oh,
So,
I apologize. I'm sorry. It's my Excel spreadsheet. It's actually number 4. I was like, how come it's so low? It's number 4. It's not a correct answer, but it's number 4. I apologize.
I was
too
gonna say
remember.
that didn't seem like it worked out.
Yeah, I didn't get how it was 8. Like,
I
was
said it
wondering
out
how
and I was
the
like, that
math was
doesn't seem
being
like average, and that's just like, I see it now. So number 6 was okay.
I'm sorry, so we're basing this all on cleanliness.
and aesthetic.
aesthetic.
And
Brain, on brain power.
Holistic.
Brain power.
Alright,
loyalty.
alright. Go to the next one.
So if this is like Family Feud, does that mean we won? We've got control. We get the 3 strikes now, and then the other team gets the chance to
I
steal.
feel like I should be fair because I fucked up. And I'm still getting into the game and my own Excel spreadsheet. I did fuck up around 1 too. You guys were wrong about Flump as well.
Oh,
I feel like I should be fair
Take it back, yes.
by taking away the torch from Team 1 as well there, as that
What was
swing
Flump
happened.
then?
Flump, being number 6 on the list, is 7th.
I
are
don't even know
you
what the
insane,
fuck that is.
people?
What the fuck is it?
It's your best friend, man.
Your
It's like
best
a,
friend,
a
not mine.
floating. It's a floating octopus that reaches your mind and makes you feel good.
That sounds
Okay.
awful.
I did.
I do all of those things, right?
That was really divided. So Isabel said number 1, Gizmo said number 9, Eric said number 3, Bajrak said number 7, Self said number 10. Like, worst. So I was like, clear divide.
Lumps are the worst. They are awful.
It was the first thing I googled, so I saw what it was.
Don't
before I
Google!
talked.
Don't admit it all!
I know.
Fucking turd.
Just
You're a
Google it.
turd. You're a turd.
I stopped after the first 2 because I.
You shouldn't have even done it in the first place.
Rolling Arcana, man.
You know what? They lose another torch.
Hey, don't fucking just sit there and
They
Google
lose
it.
another torch.
You little shite. I might take another torch from you. Anyway, Team 1 gets a guess. Let's keep this moving. We have
I
another
bet
2
you
rounds.
look up monster stats.
Psych.
So, we try again.
Team 1, yeah.
Okay.
Either
Okay,
Gizmo or
Eric.
Isabel.
I'll
we still
say
have to get something that's in the top 3 to get a
Yeah.
torch.
I agree
This
with
thing is
Eric.
a dragon.
The dragon will be like the other choice. It's obviously not the best, but it's not the worst. I'll say the dragon.
It has power, it has reputation, it is very
Smart.
aesthetic.
Gizmo, you agree?
No, but
Even for
it's
those
his
who
turn.
don't care, even for those who
Let's go
don't
with that,
care
it's gonna be
for the
faster.
finer things, they probably have other motives for wanting it.
Well, I guess can discuss. It's ultimately Isabel's choice. She gets to speak.
Yep.
As you swing open the dragon wormling's door, triple double checking this time. It is number 3.
Oh,
Okay.
As your torch ignites to its original luminance. Alrighty then, that leaves Gizmo to be the next one to guess on that team, as we have Self.
Well,
All right, guess away, Mike.
gelatinous cubes should be number 1, but given the fact that all of you have terrible taste, I'm going to put it number 3.
Basilisk?
No. I'm going to say gelatinous cube number 3. Final answer.
Dragon wormling was number 3.
Oh, number 3. Okay. Number 2.
You don't have to guess the exact number. You just it has to be in top 2.
Oh, top 3. It better be top 3. If not, then
Gelatinous
we all
cube.
deserve to die.
Gelatinous cube. You swing open door is 4th.
Oh, it's so close.
Right. Now you know how it feels.
Down to your last torch.
Fuck, who is the favorite?
I can't believe this hasn't been said yet. So I'm just gonna go there.
4 is 4th.
But
First
I'm gonna
is-
say a mimic, because it can be whatever you want it to be.
Am I stupid? I think I am. I'm not getting my own game. Why did I say Alba was number 4?
You spread people.
I am.
I think this eyeball is cheating.
I haven't done this in years. God, who guessed Owlbear? I'm sorry, guys.
I guessed Owlbear.
You guys get a point. It's number 2.
I fucking saw it. I knew it.
It's not!
I'm so sorry, guys. I just saw 2 number 4s in there. I'm like, I am stupid. I'm not getting my own fucking table. It is
Wait a
absolutely
second.
number 2. I apologize. So you guys get that correct there.
In which case, I would have, instead of being number 2 for the gelatinous cube, I would have done number 4. But, because I couldn't have guessed 2.
I apologize. We just have to keep moving. It's just a game at this point. I apologize on my behalf. Me trying to make a game on Roll20 has its glitches first round, but I'll be better. I'm sorry.
It's
Yes,
funny. Every
Yeah.
campaign we play, there's always a game that you want to introduce. I think in Curse of Strahd, it was the game with the
football.
with the Goliaths. Yeah, the football. And then you wanted to do the dice game.
Do you know why? Because I prep these games a day of.
I know.
I write a perfect game rule set and I implement it on Roll20 and it all works, and then something glitches or I forget something. But I do give you guys the points. You guys are pretty much equal now. As we
Very good.
As long as that's carried out. Anyway, Gizmo, Jeff, you get to guess what remains. Number 1 answer.
What would be the number 1 answer of what remains? Let's see. What remains is
My guess would be
Basilisk.
beast.
Interesting.
It is almost like a tiger.
Interesting.
You have a ferocious and you have a potentially ferocious animal is led to you. It is aesthetically pleasing. You know, it's easy to fit in your home, even if your estate is small.
You know, I'm thinking about it. I think stool make a great impression in everyone's heart. I will say myconoids. What is your choice, Eric?
It's
Stool was
Jeff's
like-
choice.
It's actually my turn.
Oh! I repeat.
We wouldn't do that to you on Team 2.
It's your choice, Eric.
Value.
Jeff just switches teams. Wait for the game. Okay, no respect.
I'm gonna take my marbles and go home.
Yeah. Ultimately, it's your choice, Gizmo.
Alright, Smiley, cast your vote.
I am gonna go for 8. Displacer Beast is number 1.
Correct.
Hey! Oh, wait.
Nice.
And I triple checked it. I promise. I pinky promise.
Nice.
It was my
Nicely
number
done.
one.
It was.
Oh, no, that's number 1?
And it was my number 2, so. I
Yeah,
figured
Isabel's number
it's probably
5,
up
you're
there.
number 2, Eric's number 4, Backdrack's number 1, Self's number 2. It was pretty much top choice. Very close to Albert. That's cool. Okay, so you guys sort of get the game now? Do I get a game now? Like, Tom.
Can we mark which ones have been chosen already, though?
I think
Well,
now
they-
we're doing another
So now
scroll.
we're setting the round. You guys carry forward to the second round with your torch charges. This is like a battle of attrition, if you will, with a sort of sudden death round coming up. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a second. But you guys have 3 torch charges. They have 4, all in all, because they made the final guess correctly. As I reset my tokens back to 0, I recommend you guys do the same, because you'll be given a new set of choices. As somebody in just a moment, go ahead and choose side. Choose side. Sorry, talking to myself, just focusing on resetting these numbers. You can actually highlight all of them and right-click them and click choose side,
Oh,
and
you
we'll
can?
launch all the windows at once. You'll just have to
Oh,
set
that's
them
good to
each
know.
to 0, but we'll launch all the windows on top of each other. It makes it faster. Whoever's adding text to the field, well, I appreciate you getting, trying to avoid confusion. I'm going to delete it because it's a new round with a new set of survey and answers. So whenever you guys are ready and reset your numbers, somebody pick the next question. In the next round, explains Laverne Caverne. Characters
I'm gonna say
yeah,
this one.
the one on top. Okay,
Yeah, one on the top.
zooms into view. I'm going to go ahead and enlarge it and put it on top in just a moment. It actually lists you as the answers. Zoom out, let it load if you need to. In this round 2, each team must determine the second, third, and fourth top answer among all the answers. The team that makes a correct guess gains the charge and torch, just like in the last round. So, which party member would be the worst at negotiating with a demon? The monk, the fighter, the sorcerer, the artificer, the other shorter artificer, his machine, the elf, the ghost that follows the elf, the deep gnome, or the ooze?
Would be the worst at negotiating with a demon.
I mean, right now I'm just want to point out there is a ghost in the party.
What?
Exactly.
Around just goes, what? She is quite pretty too. My condolences, says the eye mockingly. Around's just like on the verge of tears.
Okay.
Rank him up. Tell me when you're ready.
With a demon. Okay, let's go for it.
It's the worst, so number 1 would be the worst one, right?
Ah, you picked up on it, didn't you?
Okay, yep.
Yeah, tricky. It's getting quite quiet in here. I think I'm gonna change the ambiance a little, shall I? Clap, clap. Yes, there we go. Much better.
Okay, I think I have an idea who is the best negotiation on this one.
Remember that for this question, you'll have to guess the second, third, and fourth,
Yeah,
avoiding the
worst.
first. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to try something different. I hope this is fun.
It's quite funny.
There's still a D&D element to this where there's a reward for participation, and if you want to keep going with a second game afterwards, another reward stacking. But really, for the sake of above table talk, you only need to do this once to pass. And I will always be here, says Laverne. If you ever want to fill my hoard of opinions, so to speak, I'm a collector. You see, something of a collector of biased opinions.
Fuck, I think I just fucked up on my numbers.
That
Yeah, I'm
happens.
suffering.
The conch is
suffering through
confused. I mean, if it would be easier for you to just write the numbers in drawings, you can do that too. I don't care, as long as if I have an area of 10 numbers, whatever works for you. I just figured this would be the easiest. I originally wanted to do a blackboard for each of you, but I wasn't sure if it was a good idea. 2, 7, 3, 4, a dick.
Wait, I'm missing a number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I have 2 6s, that's why.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
My Excel spreadsheet's yelling at me duplicate. Isabel seems to be done, I think. Almost.
No, I'm missing 2. Yeah, I'm missing 2.
I might just have to write it down.
Okay.
It's far easier if you just go ranking them top to bottom sort of thing.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay. What do you have there? Cool. Excellent. Jeff, let's see what Gizmo has here.
Yeah, much less confident about this.
That's alright. Not all questions are equal.
I feel way more confident on this one.
Eric's answer is being written down as we speak.
This question is open to a lot of interpretation.
Yeah.
As to what it means to be the worst at negotiating with the demon.
Oh, yeah. Which is why you'll get to explain after you vote. So I have then Azrax. Bazrak is just playing Sudoku over there. So let's move on to Self.
Honestly, I'm just gonna hurry this along. I'm just gonna have to make I'm just gonna put it to something.
No, take your time to figure out what number is where, because I need there to be not duplicates, because otherwise the game does not work.
Yeah, the duplicates, I'm just gonna assign it to one number and just take it. I'd have to reorganize my numbers again.
I made a mistake here, but I'm gonna go with it. I can...
Are you sure?
Yeah, I can reason why is that.
So it's not a mistake then. So am I going to go with these numbers that we have down?
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
Arrange. Okay. Checking. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Excited about this one. So, starting with Team 2 is first this time because Team 1 just went. Guessing for second, third, and fourth place, ranking these characters. Who do you think is among those places?
I'll let you go first. Cast your vote. What do you think of yourself?
Well, I mean, I'm obviously number one, right?
At the worst? Or best?
Oh, the best, yes. But who's the worst at it? I mean, it's you, right? You're the worst at it.
Second, third, or fourth. I mean, I did stand my. You're not wrong, mate. I stood my ground in front of that fungus one. I was ready to scrap.
So you're not someone that negotiates, really. So
No.
But my guess is that the rest of them are going to be trying to be nice and say that you did do a better job than the ooze, or like maybe Clank or something like that. But
One could argue that speaking the language of violence is actually speaking the same language as demons.
yes, but I mean you're splitting hairs. If negotiating is fighting someone and
Laverne
killing them,
is just trying to mess you up on this.
but
You go with your heart. I'm gonna put you a good contender. I don't think I'll be do very well in negotiations. I got a little temper.
You are obviously number one, but given the fact that some of those people on Team 1 are idiots,
Number
I'd
one.
say that you'll follow. I'd say that you fall somewhere between 2 and
That
4.
machine
I'm gonna go
is a-
with you.
Bucket
There-
of bolts. He can't do nothing.
Yes,
There's-
exactly. But you are actively
He's the
worse than
worst.
nothing. You are
I'm better
actively
than
worse
him.
than nothing.
There's an interesting
Yes.
effect as they're arguing and whispering to each other, your conscience relay the whispering to the other team so they can hear all of this.
Right. But you are actively worse than nothing. You are below baseline. You see what I'm saying? You agree, right?
I'm not gonna
That's right.
forget
Finally.
this.
What?
Well, go ahead. Go. Catch the bait.
You are actively worse than doing nothing. Like if that machine of Clank just sat there and did nothing, it would be actively better than you, who would instigate a fight of some sort.
These are hurting words, but you cast it.
Yes. Yes, the truth hurts. Yes. Azarek, final answer.
You see like a cup of tea materialize in front of the eye as there's a sipping noise and it's all the way like... So, Bazarak being in the top 3, Bazarak is the monk. Door number 1.
But he has to be the second, third, or fourth. Pick.
For whatever reason. Yeah, you have to guess, you're clear that you have to guess second, third, or fourth, right?
Right, yeah. I'm guessing he's in the
Second, third, or fourth
position.
slot.
Yeah.
He is in the number 1 slot.
Fuck you all.
You know,
I
that
stood
was
my
the,
ground that day. Negotiations.
that was my mistake.
Yeah.
But I like.
By a mile, mind you. By a landslide. He is number 1.
All right.
Both Eric
Well-
and Self voted in number 1.
I'm pulling out a
somehow.
small book of grudges and writing this all down.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The
and
team
how-
hates me and doesn't
Yes.
think I can talk to people.
No, exactly, Bezrek. And how will you resolve this grudge? By diplomacy? I thought not. Yes.
Team number 1.
Do we keep the same pick order and let Eric go first?
I suppose so. Keep things
Okay.
simple. Second, third, and fourth.
If anything, Team 2
Second,
made it
third,
easier
and
for you
fourth
now.
Best at negotiating with a demon.
Obviously, the next one is Clank.
I'm gonna vote the elf.
What? Why? The
Hey,
ghost.
listen to your
goes before
teammate.
the-
Don't be rude.
I feel that he's so desperate to bring his sister back to life, he would easily give the demon whatever they.
Okay, that one might have a big
Is it-
brain.
Yeah, he has a
Isn't that
point.
negotiating? Isn't that negotiating?
Well, you'll easily give in. He's saying he'll easily give in to the terms because he'll do anything to get his sister back. So he won't be good at negotiating equal terms. He'll probably give
Okay.
more than which is
He
a
wouldn't
valid
be very
point.
good at negotiating. He would just agree to anything.
Okay, I agree. I think like he will be like in the solid top 4. So yeah.
So whoever speaks, pick a door.
Did we get a torch? Do we have 3?
You lost the torch from your last guess because you guessed number 1 slot.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So yeah, I'll say the elf.
The elf
Sorry,
being
Alex.
the 7th choice on the list. The 7th choice on the list, door number 7 will be under.
Gizmo, what do you
Is-
think?
Oh,
I don't think that's the good choice, but it's not my turn.
Okay. Eric, you pick or I pick?
I'm picking door number 7.
door number 7 is 5th.
Ah,
Close. It was close.
So-
so close. Oh well.
It was close.
Back to team 2, I suppose.
All right,
Isabel?
his machine. Final
Yeah.
answer. 2, 3, 4.
Yes,
His
you can't even
machine,
talk.
number 6, is second choice.
I
Yes.
fucking knew it. What's he gonna do?
He can't even talk. Good answer.
He can't speak.
So team 1 lost the torch from last
Wait, are
round.
you sure number 6
Okay.
averaged number 2? Second place. Are you sure number 6 averaged second place?
It was number 1 for me.
Yeah, I am positive. I'm triple checking this out.
6 was number 1 for me, too.
Isabel voted number 2 for that one. Gizmo number 1. Eric is just trolling. He voted number 10 because he's just being a troll. He says he's gonna be the best at it.
Ma, why did you choose him?
Why? What would a machine have to lose from trying to make a deal with a demon? I figured he was the best one in the
Can't
group.
even
Yeah.
talk.
He can't speak.
Exactly. He follow orders only.
Bazarek
Okay?
himself said number 1 and number 2 respectively. It's just Eric trolling us,
Oh my gosh.
and he
Okay,
still made it to like number 2. So the team is saying that Bazarek is worse at negotiating with a demon than a machine that can't talk.
Imagine.
That's why you're in
Imagine.
my book. You're all in my book.
Fun
I mean,
stuff.
you didn't see yourself last time, man.
You know, me and you, Isabel, we had a pack, and
And I'm keeping it. I'm fixing you, okay, boy? I'm fixing you.
what do you mean there's fixing me? I'm fine. All right.
Good lord, that's funny.
Maybe I put my trust in the wrong person.
So team number 1 made their guess. Team number 2 moved us along. What is your guess? Guessing for 3rd and 4th spot here.
Yeah, what do you guys pick?
Team number 1, right?
Team number 2, because team number...
We just
I'm sorry.
just
Yeah.
picked.
Whoever goes next, go next.
Okay.
One pick.
I look at Taranis and the sister, the ghost that follow him. So, door number 8.
Door number 8 is 3rd. It's another torch
Yes.
for team number 1. As once again, the team come head to head, and it's gonna be a close call. I have to do something for number 3 to really even the odds, says Laverne. Caverne. Team number 2, it's your guess for spot number 4.
I think it's the ooze.
The ooze number 10 is indeed
What?
number 4.
Okay, never mind.
I'm sorry.
I spoke.
Really?
I was gonna let self speak. You know.
Oh no, that's fine. Yes, obviously.
I apologize.
To be
I jumped-
honest?
I jumped the gun. Yeah.
I thought the ooze was the best at it.
I'll take that as a compliment either way. That's gotta go. Meanwhile, Laverne Caverne is double fisting a cup of tea and like a little a bottle / cup of wine. Like, and onwards to round 3, then chucking both of them aside. I call this one sudden death.
I
So,
don't suppose you have any more of that wine.
Without the death.
we both know that you have your own. So, for round number 3, characters must determine the 10th answer, then the 9th, then the 8th, then the 7th, and so forth until the 1st. A team must
have
make
to
a
that
correct
order.
guess, but you get no torch, so it's sudden death here. You get an extra life. The first team to make a correct guess after a team with a douse torch that made a wrong guess wins Laverne's game. If by the end of this round neither team lost, the team with the most torch charges wins. In the event of a tie, both teams win, which is statistically unlikely. I'm sorry, what was that, Eric? You said something?
I guess we have to guess them in that order.
10th?
9th, and 8th.
Yes, in that order. 10th, then 9th. If you guess wrong, you just skip that number, if that makes sense. So if you have to guess 10th, but you guess 7th, the next you guess 9th. If you get 9th, great. Guess 8th. If you get 8th, great. And you just skip to the 7th and you guess 6th. Because the 7th is already revealed. That makes sense?
Until we get to 1, right?
Until you get to 1. If you get to 1.
Okay.
Most likely, a team will lose here because you don't get torches anymore. Team number 2 is with 4 torches. Team number 1 is with their 3. So I'm going to go ahead and reset my choices here back to 0. As you guys do the same. Those of you did already, good for you, kudos. Glad that we're getting the game here. So, bam, bam, 0, 0, 0, 0.
Who's cleaning out their silverware drawer?
Let's remember, Christmas is approaching.
I need
Somebody
to break
ping-
out the fine china.
Somebody ping a scroll, point to it, and I shall zoom it in to view.
I already picked.
Cool, cool. To front and center. Scroll presents itself for you. Ranking first to dead last. What's the best city to live in?
Oh my god.
You can always pick a different question if you want to pass this one. Plenty.
We can.
If you want to. But once you pick a new one, the old one burns forever.
I don't care. I'm fine with whatever.
Cool.
I think we should pick a new one. I think we should pick a new one.
Yeah, I see too
should
much
pick-
bias on this.
Yeah.
Too much bias.
We're going to be all over the place on this because we have
Yep.
Underdark people in the Underdark, and the Underdark people don't know what what
Exactly.
Waterdeep is. So.
Eric audibly
What's-
asks, what's this?
What's this?
Yeah.
No, don't worry. He's gonna go look it up.
Do you guys... Shut up. Do you guys seriously don't know what this is?
No.
This
Elf
is,
Pearl.
this is a rock.
I know
It's
where it is. That's
a
I know where
critical
it
role
is,
joke. Anyways, this is the capital of the 3rd layer of hell.
I thought it was second.
Second,
I
maybe.
thought it was these nuts for some reason. I'm not joking.
It's nuts. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I put it there. Alright, if you want a different question, pick
Pick
it.
again.
It's this place right here. No.
Uh-huh.
Mm,
I clicked the last one, so
This one?
No, I
he
said
clicked
I-
last turn.
I
Oh.
chose the last one that we
Just
just discarded.
Choose any. It's
Yeah.
really random because they're all zoomed in for a reason.
Pick. Someone pick.
I just want you to...
okay.
Cool. To front and center.
Isabel picks twice.
Oh, look, it's another question about you guys.
Yes.
The monk, the fighter. Oh.
Shit. Okay. I like this one. Who in the party will lose? So the
A
first
drink,
one
a
is
drinking
number
contest.
1. Yes. Okay. I'm cool with this. Everyone is good?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So 10 would actually have to be the best then.
Yes.
The winner.
Do you see how Laverne and Caverne is being tricky about this and flipping them around? Exactly.
Yeah.
So your first choice is the first person to lose at the drinking contest.
Okay.
It's like
I
she
have
likes.
problems. Chaos. Yes, she does.
It's like she likes picking at your insecurities.
Would you guys say that's something that can't drink automatically loses? Or give it that?
That's what I was gonna clarify. The ghost in the machine.
Who said he can't drink?
He can drink? That's cool. You see the eye, it's been so long that you guys have been in this chamber that whatever spell has sort of manifested this illusion, it's beginning to sort of fade away. And in the center of the iris, where the pupil is, where the black is, it's beginning to take like a humanoid shape. Well, Sauron. But no, it's beginning to take a humanoid shape, like a little child. and from the flames, a figure appears as the spell begins to dissipate away. And she's just sitting there on that pedestal, swinging her feet, watching you, giggling to herself. Put her token on the map. Laverne Caverne.
And it's kind of weird, like sometimes, like the RP versus like the mechanic side of D&D. When I'm thinking of this, it's like, well, dwarven fortitude, but like I don't know if
That translates
Duragar
to
get that. You know,
they have meta things on their sheet because of
Yeah,
RP
yeah.
elements. Yeah, it's in their lore. They're known for it. We'll do one round of this. I don't think we're gonna have it in us for two. Yeah, I just have to choose one reward from the lot. That's fine. See, when my friends and I play this on Jackbox, much faster, streamlined because we have a
I
timer
just
on.
fucked up my numbers, I think. Again. Who would lose in a drinking contest?
I am baffled that not everybody says number 6 being number 10. I'm just baffled that y'all are trolling. Can you y'all trolling?
I mean, if you can't drink, I think most of us could not drink.
I don't know. I can't get drunk, so why would it lose?
That's fair logic. That's why I'm laughing.
Oh my god.
I'm done.
Okay,
I think
cool.
one,
I'll get started on Ivan's numbers.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my god, I'm fucking up so bad.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm having a blast. Even for just
Oh
like
my
one
God.
round, it's just funny as fuck. Isabel's numbers are in.
I feel like this is Arabelle.
Self is done. Gonna enter his numbers 2 here. Feel like I'm back at work. Nick, you're not voting for president. It's all good.
No, I know, I'm just fucking up the numbers.
Oh, okay.
'Cause I'm jumping around, I'm not going from top to bottom. I'm like, oh, this would make a logical answer here, so I'm just gonna go.
Sure, man.
You know, the reason why I didn't put the machine at last is because the liquid's got to go somewhere, and liquids and machinery don't necessarily mesh well together. But that
Depends
was
on
my
the design.
logic. Yeah, it depends.
Maybe
on
he's
it.
hydraulic. Maybe
That's
that's his cooling
but-
system. Who knows? Only
Yeah,
Gizmo knows.
even if it was like, what's it called? Those robots from Eberron, like those have like vines and stuff like that on the inside.
Warforged?
Technically, there's
Why
there's
am I-
organics on the inside, so maybe alcohol isn't good for plants or something. I don't know.
Who in the party? I'm ranking this. Who in the party would lose a drinking contest? 1 being the best, 10 being the worst.
1 would
Or
absolutely lose string contest. 10 would absolutely.
Okay, then I'm
Yeah.
messed up.
Ooh, okay. It's fine if you messed up too, because it can be either roleplay or for you. If you mess up, it's
Oh.
just randomizes the results a little bit more and offers a little bit of a challenge. It's all part of the game. It's not
Who
easy
would-
for all.
I just realized I've been doing it in reverse.
That's funny.
Shit.
I am going to type your numbers backwards then. Don't change them. I'm just going to type them backwards.
Well, I've got 2 left to do, so
Yeah. But if you're ranking them the way you're ranking them, then I'm just gonna do them backwards.
All right.
Shit, I have a duplicate number. What did I not use?
Yep.
Did you just hear that Eric was doing the same thing this entire time?
I mean, to be honest, I would like for us to start from 1 to 10.
You can do. We can do that, says Laverne Caverne. That's fine.
All right.
I guess.
Okay.
Apropos of this, I'm gonna go fix myself another drink. I'll be right back.
Oh wait,
Go for it.
I don't have a duplicate number. I just can't see. I got it all there.
So the way I looked at this is
That.
Yeah.
Go for it.
the way I looked at this is if all 10 were competing against each other,
Sure.
who would drop out first, second, third, whatever, and it. But I did it backwards though. So
I wrote it backwards then. That's fine.
okay.
And that seems to pretty much line up with a good majority. One or two of your other fellow teammates, or not teammates, just waiting on Nick's numbers. You can
Yep, I'm finishing.
you can Discord message to me them or whatever is convenient for you.
Yeah, I think I need another beverage too.
That's fine. As fun as it is, I'm only doing a round of this because I do realize it is stretching a little bit. It was a fun experiment though. I want to do something different, and I'm glad that we got to learn a little bit about the party and what they think of one another.
Yes. Poor boss is like writing in that book.
Yeah, I'm just super thinking. I'm like, I want a prize. I want to get out of here.
As soon as I have your numbers.
Be back in a moment.
Okay, hold on. You want me to input them or just put them on Discord?
You can whisper them to me in
I'll just-
Discord or whatever's convenient for you. I just need 10 numbers in order. Okay.
Yep. Hold on, I'm inputting.
This is fun. I'm like gambling what number is going to be next. Is machine? Okay. The elf? Cannot be the same number.
Oh. I don't know why that didn't get.
It's gonna be a different experience too when you guys actually look at my side of things, when I can see everything. If anybody's gonna be reviewing this video later for whatever reason.
What the fuck? 7-4.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, Nick.
Okay, hold on. You might have to redo something. I just input it wrong. I just don't know why it didn't go over there.
I'm checking the other scrolls. Most boring task. I like the number 10.
Well, which one's that? Ping it.
This one. Okay.
Okay, that's done.
Okay. Number 7 is okay. Okay. Sorted and done with. Alrighty then. Who was the last team to go? Anybody remember? If nobody remembers, I'm gonna give it to team number 1 because they have less torches.
We guessed. I think it was our team that guessed right on the.
So team number 1.
No. Yeah, I think.
Let's say team number 1 because they have less torches.
Okay.
It is
No.
death. Okay.
That means we get eliminated first.
Like, no, like, boss, if we go first, you can go second then.
Fine.
He's not good at negotiations. Let it happen.
I know you demon silly. Not yet.
So who would lose? Who would lose the drinking contest? Who would be the first one to drop? I'm gonna say it would be Gizmo.
I
we're
disagree,
voting
Gizmo.
We're voting for
Yeah, we're doing
voting
10
for the 10 first, so
to.
we want to vote.
Okay, from 10? Okay.
Are we doing from 10 or from 1?
10.
From 10, okay. From 10 then.
From 10.
Who do you think would be the best at the drinking contest? I voted for Basil.
Yeah,
No.
I think Clank can't get drunk, so that would be my answer for who would be the last one standing.
That's a fair judge. Probably is.
So which door for number 10?
Oh, am I going first again?
Whoever.
No, Gizmo. Gizmo is there. Gizmo, touch the door. Don't come back.
Right. So the last person standing, who would be the best at the drinking contest. So he would be number 10. Would be
Views.
Clank, his machine.
Clank. It's door number 6. His machine. Door number 6 is 10th place.
Yay!
So that is excellent guess. You do not lose a torch. Moving quickly onwards to team number 2, the guess 9th place.
It's gotta be the ghost, right?
That's what I put. I put that.
Incorporeal. There's nothing to get drunk. So
Agreed on?
That's what I put.
yes,
The
ghost
ghost.
number 9.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that no. Number 9 is 3rd. And I quadruple checked that. Why? I'll even list the answers for number 9. Oh, I'm sorry. Because we're guessing number 9. Oops, sorry. I fucked it. Number Laverne Converge just gonna let that one go. I'm gonna give you the third one for free. The ghost is number 8. Option number 8 is 9th place. Correct answer.
Oh. Okay.
Is 9th place. I'm just gonna give you the third one for free. Because too late. So, guessing for 8th place, team number 1.
Okay, I'm gonna say Glabs. What do you think?
The ooze.
Labs? No.
Yes. If not,
You think Labs
it's,
would be, you think Labs
it's
would
up-
be Bazarek yourself in
Nah.
the drinking contest?
No, I think it would be Baz.
Bass. Okay, in that case,
Baz.
I'll
Yeah.
go with Bass. The monk.
Okay. The monk is 8th place.
Nice.
No torch. Oh, this is getting close to head. Team number 2 is winning by default. So they better start losing torches if team number 1 wants to win. Guessing for 7th place, team number 2.
I think it's the ooze.
The ooze, his choice is door number 10. And door number 10 is indeed 7th place. So,
Now it's free for all.
indeed, team number 1
Yeah,
gets
now
for
it's gonna be-
6th place.
Now it's gonna be hard.
Okay.
Now it's personal bias.
Yeah, I think Eric, it's you now, the fighter, number 2.
Are you sure? Do you think so,
In
Gizmo?
a drinking contest? I mean, he does put a lot of strange things in his mouth.
What?
I just think you probably have a better constitution.
No. I have seen him drink too much jelly and he can barely stand it.
TikTok. Sudden death.
We're for number 6, right?
6.
Yeah. I'm gonna say the elf.
The elf is door number 7, and door number 7, as you open it, is indeed 6th place.
Nice. Nice.
Big brain, man.
Okay.
That's what I had him as.
Yeah.
Very nice. Guessing for the 5th up the ranking, dead center.
I'm gonna have to say the fighter, considering just the sheer size, if they want to bring that to bear.
Agreed?
What do you think, Bezrak?
I think that, or maybe the Jim Jar Deep Gnome.
No, fuck Jim Jar.
Okay, fine. Take that then. Fighter.
Fighter, door number 5 opens, and a matching number, Lorraine, for number 5. Number 5. The other short artificer being Gizmo. Sorry, so let's not open a door. You said the fighter, right?
Yeah, fighter.
So door number
Jim Jar beat up the fighter that can double their size and turn into a giant?
Mhm.
Wait, so who's?
Sorry, so the fighter, door number 2, is 5th place.
Oh, okay,
Ah.
okay.
Really? Oh my god.
Jim Jar beat out, like, someone that can, like, double their size and turn into
This
a
was
giant.
really close in scores. I'm going to reveal the final scores after
Really?
this one. It was
Wow,
really close.
okay.
Like
Okay,
the
okay,
top
okay.
6 are pretty much the same number with like fractions.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Mm. I'm gonna say the Deep Gnome. Ginger. That's
Team
number
agrees?
4.
Open door number 9.
Eric,
you
Gizmo?
look over at door number 9, and there's like a number 3 scroll behind the already open door that I already opened for you guys.
Oh! That's...
Yeah.
Okay, scratch that.
It's good to know I
It
should
was
not
for
even
free.
like, kept it open because nobody was paying attention. Oh well.
Okay, the sorcerer then, I'm gonna say.
The sorcerer is door number 3, and door number 3 lies really at 1st place.
Really?
Yes.
Ah.
Wait,
Man, if it worthy, I put Eric on number 1, okay?
In hindsight,
Wow.
between the sorcerer and the other short artificer, it was rather close. Which brings us to remaining numbers then. And a torch down for team number 1. So this is looking grim for team number 1 here.
I mean,
There's only 2 numbers left to guess, right?
just based on the size, it's gotta be the little one is worse, right?
Yeah, the little one's worse.
So that door number 5?
Yes.
Number 5 would be.
Gizmo.
Wait for. Yeah, that would be number 4. No, wait, hold on. Are we voting him for number 2 or for number 4 position? We have to pick the 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the one that's worse. We have to pick the one that's worse, right? Is that
The
correct?
one that would slightly be better right now. So I think Isabel would 4 would be number 4.
Who would outdrink the other? The Isabel or the
Oh,
other
okay.
artificer Gizmo?
Isabel would outdrink Gizmo.
Yeah, so we think the Artificer is 4.
I'm just gonna say Gizmo is Italian. Okay.
I don't mean anything.
Just because he likes wine doesn't mean he can hold it.
And the truth therein is that Gizmo is 2nd place.
Cool, we got it though. Hey, we win!
But you were guessing for number 4.
No, we were saying we were guessing for number 4. That's
Yeah,
what
we were saying
Artificer.
that, yeah, Gizmo would be worse than.
Okay.
Yeah.
Either way, you're correct. And team 2 wins the game. Fun.
Yes, excellent.
Good. I'm glad you guys stuck with me for all this. As you have more torch charges, you win this game. As the game comes to a conclusion, Laverne's voice returns from top of her pedestals, laughing with glee like a child. Oh, what good fun! As promised to the winning team, here are rewards for your participation. You may choose no more than one reward from my horde of boons for each of your victories. One choice. As they each pop into existence to hover a few feet before the winning team, you are presented with several choices for a reward. They are as follows. Thank you so much for playing this game with me, guys. I had a fun time. I think because I had such a blast, I'm going to give everybody inspiration. Just for the sheer fun of it.
Good idea.
So, you see floating before you, one of the 5 items is like a vial of shimmering green liquid that grants a temporary boost to your agility should you imbibe it. This potion has you gain advantage on dexterity checks and saving throws for 1 hour. This Serpent's Elixir allows you to move through like hazards with ease. While under this potion's effect, however, there's a side effects. As she giggles and explains, your skin will grow snake scales and your eyes will become like serpentine. So that's one of the rewards. The second reward is Blooming Fang Root Tincture. Fang Root is a potion made from the essence of an exotic plant and mashed beetles, allowing the drinker to grow a temporary thorny carapace. For 1 hour, any creature that hits you with a melee attack takes 2d4 piercing damage as the thorns lash out. A third choice is Laverne's Moss Bomb, a small jar of moss-infused salve that can be applied to wounds. It acts like a healing potion, restoring 2d4 plus 2 hit points, or aids in reducing fever or poison symptoms when applied topically. The fourth is a luminous jungle seed, a glowing magical seed that when planted in the ground causes an instant bloom of vibrant jungle flora that covers the ground wide foot radius around where the seed was planted. The flora emits dim light and is considered difficult terrain. And last is Dragon Dust, a small pouch of crushed herbs and dragon scales that can be thrown into a fire. When inhaled, it grants the user enhanced perception, granting true sight and allowing them to detect hidden creatures or objects within 30 feet for the next hour. Choose one.
We each get to choose one, or it's
You choose one. You choose more if we had time to play another game and such, for each victory, depending on our pacing, but for each victory, one.
That Fang Root isn't too bad. I'm a fan of that one.
Which one is that?
That's the second option. I mean, 2d4 to lash back out, you know, not too bad. A small pouch of crushed herbs can be thrown into a fire when inhaled.
True sight.
Dragon Dust isn't too bad. Like, I don't know. I think Dragon Dust or maybe Fang Root.
I mean, a little bit of damage. I mean, we can all do damage, but true sight.
Yeah, do the Dragon Dust.
Yes,
Getting True Sight is fucking dope.
I agree. I was catfished once when I was younger. I would much appreciate true sight.
Is that a penis?
My vote's for Dragon Dust. Do you want to do that one?
Yeah, Dragon Dust it is, yes. And I'm glad everyone knew that I would lose the drinking competition because everyone knows I only drink for flavor. I would instantly forfeit. Everyone's seen me swish and spit when I drink wine, right?
I had I've seen you like mushrooms and you
Well, mushrooms are different.
So, as you choose your reward, go ahead and add it to your inventory for future use. The remaining rewards puff out of existence as quickly as they arrived, leaving behind green smoke that smells of moist earth. Ahead, Laverne's final door, The way out awaits. The door is wreathed in twisting jungle vines and blooming bioluminescent flora. As it swings open on its own, you hear the sound of buzzing insects and chittering fauna from beyond as a verdant glade comes to view just past the door's threshold. Let me change the music a little bit to something more appropriate. This is Zone of Ours. There we go. As what you see past the door is this. Or an approximation of.
Wow.
Laverne, ever watchful, with her green eye flames, winks out, and from the wispy smoke manifests close to you down on the floor a green-eyed wormling. Little dragon wormling. I'll put her on the deck here for you. The green-eyed wormling stares down at you. You know, here is amusing, but reverence is equally as delicious, and given our circumstance, it will suffice. To kill you would bear no fruit, for the impermanence of your lives is bittersweet and should be honored as such. Curling back up on the pedestal to leer at you like a satisfied cat, it glances toward the passage ahead of you. Welcome to the twilight thicket of Veilroot, my domain. How do you respond?
I am.
What fucking notes?
I had something for this. I knew this was coming. I had something for this.
I've been doing a lot of role plays. Someone
Okay.
Someone chime in.
Yeah. You seem to have been lonely for a while here. Why don't you get closer to the cities or visit them?
Cities? What? Like Krakos do? No. Territories can be properly established only when all parties respect the borders of their neighbors. Here's hoping that Fatso respects mine. It truly puzzles me how that bloated baby shares a domain with giants.
He has a point.
She
has a point.
Why? Who you calling a baby?
I think she's talking about a Thumber chart.
Thumber Chunk.
We are no friends of that dragon, that is for sure.
Good.
Raw, he sucks.
Yeah. Team Laverne Caverne, am I right?
Laverne Caverne all the way.
She gives a sly grin and her voice rings out playfully. Off you go then, little wanderers. Do be careful where you step. My vines are known to have a mind of their own. Good luck finding whatever it is you were chasing out there.
Well, thank you for not just plunging us into the deep depths again.
Yes,
And your gracious hospitality.
Depending on your next steps forward, should you not get lost in the jungle, I think you will find it was most generous today. Not only not biting down upon your throats and ending you where you stand for invading my domain, but I'm a fair judge. I have provided you with a shorter way to your destination. Blingdenstone lies merely days from here, through the portal therein. She points again toward the final door, written vines, and now that you look at it, you can see the edges of it sort of shimmer. It is indeed a threshold from this place, these dry caverns, to somewhere much, much different, much more lush, miles off.
No, thank you for your generosity. Do you know what's coming here to your domain?
I'm the one. Who phrases the riddles, so you will spare me yours.
Okay. Demons, like, I'm not the small kind. The Lords of the Abyss are breaking out.
Ooh. Juicy. I hope you like surveys. Can you imagine the answers that demon could provide? The insight, the bias. Ooh, it's leering at the thought of hoarding more answers. Doesn't seem to be afraid. It's a dragon. It's too vain to be afraid.
Makes sense.
Laverne, I just want to let you know when I rated wormlings as being a bad pet, it's nothing personal. It's because they're too proud. It's not because they would.
You did-
they're-
Offense
saying.
taken.
You didn't have to admit to that.
No, I'm just saying it's because I don't think that they should be pets. They have no place in that realm. But anyhow, shall we?
See? He wants your freedom.
The pets are free. The pets are friends, you know. But anyhow, maybe we should just move along. Yes.
I'll be seeing you around, she says, sort of leering close with her wan green eye. Can I do this? Can I put the animated eye on this token to be funny?
Do it.
I like that animation though.
Yeah.
Wow. It's like a googly eye.
Wow.
Tommy's dying.
Yeah. That wow, I'm lightheaded. That got me. Where am I?
Who am I?
Yeah. Jesus.
Yes, well, thank you for your hospitality and for the entertaining game, the contest. We wish you well, and thank you again for giving us a short passage to our destination.
The door is yours to cross. I'm gonna put that on the front page when we're done this. Ta-ta! With that, the dragon takes wing, spreading out its worm scales, and too passes through the door in a swift motion and out of sight. Into her domain she goes, so perhaps you'll be crossing paths yet again. But for the time being, how do you proceed?
I want to go frolic.
I suppose if it's a shorter route, we should head through, yes?
Taking 13 days to just a couple. Yeah, I'm gonna take it.
Sounds good to me.
As you step through Laverne's final door, you are immediately struck by the alien beauty of the twilight thicket of Veilroot. Before you stretches a jungle unlike anything you've seen on the surface. A verdant grove bursting with within every corner of this cavern, yet eerily lit only by a soft ethereal glow of bioluminescent fungi and the shimmering crystals that pierce through the ceiling high above you. These crystals, translucent as they are, stretch up like massive roots, catching faint sunlight from the surface that makes Bajrak squint, being a creature of the Underdark, a little bit. The sunlight burns in your eyes as you look up toward these translucent crystals that droop down like tears, catching the faint sunlight from the surface far above and casting it down in refracted rays, allowing patches of wild jungle flora to thrive in defiance of the dark. The vines twist and coil around stalagmites and crystal columns alike, their broad leaves dripping with moisture, allowing massive ferns and carnivorous plants to dot this jungle floor, swaying subtly as if aware of your presence. The air here is thick and humid, filled with the earth's scent of rot and decay a little bit, intermingled with like the sharp tang of toxic spores released by these mushroom clusters here and there, clinging to fallen logs and composing undergrowth. In the distance, the chittering of giant insects echoes like a low hum, and the ground trembles slightly as heavy, unseen creatures move through the dense foliage. Overhead, you catch sight of like enormous lizards darting between the towering crystals, their scales shimmering in hues of green, purple, and then like pearlescent rainbow-like. Beyond the immediate sound of the thicket, your eyes are drawn to a flickering light in the distance. Whoever is first through the threshold, you spot a campfire in the distance. Its warm glow dances amid the encroaching jungle, outlining the silhouette of a small encampment set at the shores of a water basin. A banner flutters at the edge of the camp, bearing the emblem of the Society of Brilliance, a beacon of knowledge in these dark depths. 5 tents, each marked with the Society's symbol, an eye sort of superimposed on a triangle. These tents are set up around the fire, and you see 2 figures huddled close by the campfire, sort of engrossed in a quiet conversation you can hear from this distance. Do you approach the Society's foothold in this strange, dangerous new domain? What do you do?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Hey, you guys told me a while back. You ran into old Umaloom. I might know some of these mates.
As you close distance, you actually recognize Umaloom from distance. For the sake of no combat, I'm just gonna put your tokens down. Your companions and your mounts are with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you begin to cross the bridge, sort of constructed by the Society above the basin running beneath you, the shoreline sort of glistens with like almost like bioluminescent plankton or some other living stuff that, when the water shimmers, cast the entire undergrowth aglow beneath you. The camp appears really abandoned, lacking activity as the 2 sad individuals huddle by the fire.
Greetings, friends. May we approach?
Of course we can. We know Umaloom.
You know these people.
Welcome, says one of them with a nod, gesturing toward their supplies. You must have come from a long way. Come, rest a while. As you push through the dense undergrowth, the campfire grows near. The jungle's thick foliage parts and reveals a clearing where these 2 figures stand beside the flames. The one who spoke is this burly male Orog, a half-orc species, but much bigger and wide-built in size, with deep-set eyes and this contemplative expression. Beside him, an unmistakable mind flayer, familiar with some of you guys, with smooth lavender skin and long tentacles draping from his mouth. Umaloom. The Orog turns toward you guys first, his voice calm yet rough as he greets you, with this warm nod. And as you approach, he shouts through the, like, with a whispered shout. So, you guys approach closer. You guys are so tiny because you're below. As you approach, you rise on the hill and your tokens become bigger.
I am enlarged.
I use my Dweger skills to become size huge. The Urok speaks. I am Blurg, a student of the rivers and streams that feed this place. He motions toward the mind flayer at his side. And this is Umaloom, a mycologist, an expert of the fungi that thrive in this place. Umaloom, the mind flayer's voice, telepathic as it is, drifts into your mind smooth and composed. It is a rare pleasure to meet fellow travelers in such a remote place. But of course, not all of you are strangers. Bazarak, Gizmo, our reunion is most beneficial. Please, take what you need. Rest. Help yourselves to our supplies. You must be wary.
Well, we have traveled quite some distance. We would be happy to join you for a bit of sustenance, and perhaps we can share what goods, what provisions we have as well. Yes?
He motions for you to take a seat by the fire.
Out of character. Is this not the same mind flayer that told?
It is.
Ah, okay.
Last time you met him,
Kind
you
of-
didn't even ask his name.
A little bit side-eyed the mind flayer, and I use Molder to make a staircase leading up to their campsite.
What do you feel as it brought you surface thoughts? To you, a familiar sensation. What emotion does it get from you? Is it fear? Is it wariness?
Yeah, suspicion for sure.
You hear the voice in your mind. A natural reaction. Fear not. I have separated myself from my people and their ways for the greater good of the Underdark. We, the society, work to improve conditions for all.
Yes, and then I think back to him. We're not so unlike you and I. And I'll take a place by the fire. Still kind of like eyeballing him a little bit.
As you settle into the fire, Blurg and Umalum exchange glances before turning back to you with curiosity, passing some food along to you guys, and whatever it is that you might need, helping you tether your mounts and such, taking care to keep a distance from their mandibles. Intimidating as they are a society of brilliance, used to handling dangerous specimens of the Underdark. And they addressed you with curiosity. Blurg inquires, "Where are you headed on such magnificent beasts? You must be covering much distance. If I may ask, if I may be so curious."
Umalum, it is good to see you again. We're headed to Blindenstone. Is this the friend you said that you were looking for?
"Yes, I have found my companions, if not to lose them again," he says, with a tinge of sadness as much as one can master being a mind flayer. But as conversation turns to Blindenstone, both partners visibly perk up. Umalum speaks again. "Ah, Blindenstone. Fascinating. We are on our way there ourselves, and perhaps we can offer you something to make your journey easier." Blurk steps forward. "There's a shortcut through some nearby ruins, passages we've been studying. If you are willing to help us, we could show you the way. But first, we do have a bit of a problem." Blurk's face grows more serious as he explains. "You see, 3 of our colleagues were a part of an expedition to establish a site at these very ruins. We've sent our theologist, Sloopydoop, our troglodyte translator, Skris, and Y, our dwarf mineralogist. We haven't heard from them in over a day, and we've grown quite concerned. This place isn't kind to those who wander too far, especially with those enormous saurian specimens lurking about." Umalum's tentacles twitch slightly as he continues. "We cannot leave the camp undefended, not with the local fauna being so territorial. But if you would be willing to investigate, we would be grateful, and of course, we would gladly offer you the shortcut in return." And they both look to you, awaiting sort of a response. The crackling campfire, the only sound amidst the eerie quiet of this bioluminescent jungle.
Oh, of course we will help, won't we, gang?
Yeah, I don't mind helping old Squidface here. 3 of our own are missing. Go help him. And he flashes a tiny little ring on his hand with like a little signet. Gold.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize Sloop the Loop was so active since we last saw him.
"Oh, you have met our colleague," says Blurg. Are you perhaps thinking about
Oh, never mind.
a different Kuotoa?
Yes, I'm thinking of a different Kuotoa.
Whose name you definitely remember?
Of course.
His name is Shushar.
I'm extremely painful.
Shoeshine. Oh no.
Chuchar.
Alright, look, if it's 3 of our own, we'll find them. We'll put our minds to ease. These are great minds here. Maybe me? Not bad. All the bustle.
We have
But,
a
yeah.
sketched map of the area I could offer. Here, he provides direction to these nearby ruins. You can tell by the markings that these academics are very astute and serious about the studies. They'll be studying fauna, flora, both animal and plant and mushroom and river, and have made a detailed sketch of the local area. And nearby, a mere half an hour trek away, is a troglodyte tribe ruin that have been sort of investigating along with their translator Chris, who herself is a troglodyte and who's part of the missing group. She's been translating murals and such, trying to learn about her ancestors and such, and just the more you learn about the species of the Underdark, the more you can help them, right?
Yeah.
Troglodytes are like lizard folk of the Underdark, also known among the Dwegar as stink meats.
Thank me.
Yes, because of their very potent smell.
Is that the smell of their meat? Do you guys eat troglodyte?
I would prefer not to, especially, them being sentient and all that. I stick to the farm food for the most part. Skris, she's a good person. And as well as I can see that you bear Ilsa's map there, so I think it is fair to say that the troglodyte kind has come far from their ancestral ways of savagery, although you do have some isolated tribes here and there still sticking to the old ways. The civilized sort I welcome and would not consume, no. Not to mention the taste. Yeah.
Just the ancestry they're trying to find, or is there something else?
Well, we believe that worm writhings have been in quite concentrated numbers around these soiled grounds, and have been used by these tribes as tunnel shortcuts and routeways in ancient past. Worm writhings is the passage left behind by a giant worm as it digs through.
Yeah.
And it seems that these tribes just use them for mines. From their notes, you can tell that they've been researching mines, safe passages to avoid predators, and, to your favor, a passage to Blingstone.
I see this being beneficial for everyone.
Excuse me. Jungle fever.
You mentioned the local flora and the fauna were territorial. Can you tell us a little bit about what we might encounter along our way to this ruin?
So far, we have seen gargantuan saurian species, a fancy word for lizard things, aka dinosaurs. We have seen insects of humongous size that have sort of fed off the waters and the air of this place and have grown to immense size. And strange, bizarre sightings of foul or things that do not belong. Demon influence, you see.
Even here, in this place, I thought perhaps it might be shielded from those effects.
Curious hypothesis, says one academic to another. Shield. He just notes it to himself to study later. It's not something he thought about because it's not a finding he found himself, but he doesn't deny you outright. Oh my god.
Yeah, so we gained a passageway to this place. We were granted passage by a green dragon, and I
so
thought
you've met Laverne
perhaps-
Caverne.
Yes, and I thought perhaps this portal would be a passage to an area that the demons would not have access to.
Well, there's more than one way to this place. You took the shortest route via magic, and suffered no after effects from phase risks miraculously. After all, Emerald Dragon's powers are immense, especially one of such ancient age. But nonetheless, there are more than one ways into this place, caverns and such, which the demons must have traversed through whatever tear they found themselves here on the material. Nonetheless, those are findings that are far beyond our skill level. We are trying to make our way to Blingstone to safety. It has grown far too dangerous here with the demon presence. We mean to return back to the surface via Blingstone, back to our lodge, back in Baldur's Gate, report our findings, and perhaps return back in force. If we want to continue our research here, we will need some sort of a guarding army against these demon tide. A problem for the future. For now, we must recover our own.
Very good. I guess if your friends have been missing now for over a day, there's probably no time like the present to be on our way then.
Please.
To locate them.
Well, I also think you should probably catch you up a little bit on what's been happening. Been traveling for nearly, 2 weeks?
There will be time enough for that at a later time. Every minute counts. Your friend here is correct. Our friend is at peril. You are far better equipped to deal with this, and your arrival here is fortunate. We were about to set out desperately ourselves, but that would have spelled our doom, likely. Perhaps once you return, you can tell us all about it, unless you have something very urgent to inform us of.
Oh, I'm just pointing, and he just throws his hand as a gesture to Blurg. He's like, Blurg asked a question. No one answered him. I just simply wanted to say. I didn't want to be rude.
Go on.
Blurg did ask a question, and then Eric was like, so Umaloom, this is what... No one answered him. I feel bad.
It's all right. Such emotions are understandable, but not necessary this time. Umalim and I are partners in science and more. We're something of entwined in soul, and what one hears and understands is shared between two of us, and we can share plenty. He gives a small, loving smile to his partner. That's about it.
All right, fine. Say no more. Let's go find these, lost people.
Yes. We venture forth to save the nerds.
Yeah.
I wear the title with pride. He sort of affixes his uniform. Trying to
All
take any
right.
offense.
Later, nerds. Let's go. And I guess we'll follow the map.
Grazlax just looks toward Blurg as you guys leave. He's like, for the record, I don't think you're a nerd. As you guys head out along with Jim Jar, Glavagool, Aranis, I guess. Dawnbringer in hand. Spider mounts, mounting them up, yeah. There's like a flavor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Speaking of the Spider-Man, I wanted to ask, can we short rest while we're riding on them from place to place?
No.
Okay.
I meant to ask that earlier too.
Travel.
Can't
I
take a-
don't know if you ever went horse riding. That's effort.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Horseback
No, really?
riding isn't. It's an active thing. It's not like sitting in a car.
Yeah. Even sitting in the car is tiring, but especially horseback riding or whatever you ride, camels, spiders, it's all it's all physical. You get saddle sores, you get sore muscles. It's work, but so no. Shown the way, you follow the map, adding to your own destination, a little detour. The journey through Veilroot to the ruins is perilous and subjects you guys to a series of what I call skill challenges. You guys are sort of familiar with those, I think.
Yeah.
Forgive me. I need like a drink or something after this. As you might encounter several hazards along your way. So as the party advances, who's at the lead? Want to roll me like a perception check to see how well you perceive your surroundings. You sense like a stillness in the jungle, Veilroot's vibrant noises
Fuck
fade
it, I'll do it.
into an eerie silence. Yeah, whoever. I just need a roll. I'll take
11.
Bazarax, yeah.
I have disadvantage on all ability checks.
Do you? Oh, exhaustion,
Yeah, I
right?
have an exhaustion.
You, Bazarak, you see in the trees familiar, like massive claw marks. Very much like your own, but not lycanthropic, just like very much with that same savagery. They're like marking nearby trees, suggesting like colossal predators that roam the area. You then soon spot it, a gargantuan, saurian-like basilisk creature with like glowing eyes, gleaming with like this petrifying magic. And the air feels heavy, and the slightest glance at this beast could turn you to stone. You spot it first and avert your eyes, warn your party. What do you guys do?
By my king's throne. Look at the size of that thing.
What is it you see?
Oh, fucking take a look. Sneak up here. It's a big old one. Big fucking lizard. You feel it. It's all heavy in this air.
No, I also rated that very low on the list of pets. Because it can petrify you.
You're gonna take me, man.
I actually had it as number 4.
I rated it very, very low because I feel like it could petrify you on accident.
You just got bad taste, mate.
No, I don't think so. No.
I want one. I just want to hold up like a little baby basilisk and just throw it at the enemy and be like, haha!
This guy's known. I'm talking gargantuan. I'm talking like
No, I know.
3 stories
I just
tall.
want a little one.
Each thumping step vibrating the ground. Your spider mounts have like bellied themselves to the ground, low, just very still at this point. Do you use stealth? Do you use survival, perception, magic, distraction? What do you guys do? Skill challenges.
Perhaps, perhaps Bazarak, this might be a time for that darkness that you were talking about. Perhaps we could guide one another while we walk with the darkness covering us.
Me, it's gonna be easy. But for you, you ain't gonna see nothing. You couldn't even see your hand in your own face. You're gonna have to
Oh,
somehow hold hands while
so
I
we have-
guide you.
So we run a rope from you all the way back, and we just hold the rope, and you lead us in the darkness.
If you can see through the darkness, it's not a bad idea. I could cast it myself as well. Extend the range of that darkness. Have you in the front, me in the back. And just so long as, someone's holding onto my arm or something, leading me forward.
We just gotta stick to the dark shadows, dim light, anything. Go into the open. Shit. Everyone's just gonna see a blob of darkness in the middle of wherever.
Yes,
But-
I agree. It would be better if we could pass without a trace. Can you do that?
Perhaps they'll mistake us for the influence of the demon incursion spreading this far, and stay away. Wishful thinking.
I told you earlier, mate. It's just kind of lost to me right now. It's hard to say. I need to keep focusing on one thing. Try to,
I got stage
find
fright.
something to concentrate on. I just can't do it anymore. I just really scared. But yeah, I can cast darkness and guide people. Unless anyone else has anything else to help amplify that.
Eric can also cast darkness, so we have like you at the front. Eric can, it's like 15-foot wide, 30-foot
How-
long snake of darkness.
How
There we
far
go.
away? How far do we need to sneak past this thing?
I can move my darkness though. Can you?
Also,
If you-
most importantly, even if this basilisk decides it wants to investigate the dark void, it can't turn us into stone.
Or you could
then-
cast the darkness on the basilisk.
I wouldn't be able to anticipate his movement though.
Is the basilisk like moving, or is it kind of posted up like in one spot?
It's sniffing around, hunting on its 6-8 legs, moving, skulking about like those Komodo dragons, sniffing about for prey. I'm just waiting for you guys to choose an action here, but it is actively looking around.
I'm gonna
I wanna
step out my Mycelian staff and say, well, what I can do is this goes out in 60-foot radius, quite large. I could plant myself in the middle. You can plant your darkness around us. And I could guide you with a combination of telepathy and maybe a little mage hand pushing you in the right directions. If need be, maybe we can solve this problem like that and get past this hazard.
I mean, I'm all for it. Whatever you can do to add on to what I can provide. Let's go for it.
So if we do that, then like I would have tremor sense because I would go out 60 feet and plant it down, cast darkness, and then I could use telepathy to tell people where they're messing up, and maybe like a mage hand to kind of like push people in the right direction, gently guide them along the path so that they don't step on anything that makes noise or trip or fall or anything like that.
Doesn't seem like there
Doesn't-
needs to be a rule for both part of the plan. It's just a matter of stealth checks on behalf of the whole party. I'm pretty sure you guys are going to succeed with darkness here, but I'm always ruling for failures here.
Yeah.
Doesn't the tremor sense get shared as long as we're all holding onto the staff, so we can?
If you're holding onto the staff, but that means that you would be not moving, because I think I need to plant the staff, and I don't know if that means it's stationary at that point or not.
But then how would we get this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perhaps a long rope that we all hold on to, and that we're all going to go in a line in the darkness with Bazarak leading us.
All right, let's simplify it.
It's like Tom said, like it's on a stealth check at this point.
Yeah. Let's
It's
just
stealth check to see if you guys don't trip over any vines beneath your blinded eyes or anything, because the part of with bows is an excellent plan. It does not require a roll here. This is just him going with a staff like a blind man, sensing for any movement of this behemoth through the darkness to avoid it.
Right. Yeah. So I would go out and basically like be the intermediary that would guide you a little bit and like speak to you and be like, don't step on that, a little slower, step up. And then like if you needed to, I'd like push you a little bit with mage hand to like guide you in the right direction as we're going through this darkness. So
do I still make it with disadvantage, or would I make it with advantage? Because technically,
Whoosh.
or not with advantage, normal.
You'll make it normal because you are unseen because of your darkness spell.
All right, 22
22?
for me.
Yeah, I'm just looking to see if anybody rules below 16. Nice. Okay, so nice. Isabel, you're wearing heavy armor still?
It's
Dragon scale.
Right.
Dragon scale. That's.
Okay.
Let me check.
Eric is following along with the plan, and Bo rules. An excellent rule. So everybody passes. Isabel, you're at the back of the group for sake of this flavor, and your foot catches on something, and you hear something snap, and a like sound as the gargantuan beast you attracted its attention, and as it glances towards you, and you got your foot stuck, and it's too late for your party to sort of notice this, turn around in time. The darkness just passes at the edge of you, and you, for a split second, lock with the creature's eyes, and then avert your eyes reflexively, unless you want to die. But in that split second, can you make me a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, please?
Okay, let's do it. Inspiration on that. No. Okay.
As you lock eyes with it, snap your foot out, and dive back into the darkness, and rejoin the group, outpacing the creature as it attempts to give chase, but eventually you make it up a slope, and your party helps you up or whatever. You glance down at your hands, at your fingertips, and you feel the muscles stiffen a little bit as your skin begins to harden with these rocky patches spreading across the body. The stiffness inflicts disadvantage on dexterity-based ability checks and saving throws, as you are affected by some sort of a malady.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Self. Eric is whispering to Self, and he says, "By the way, Self, can you sense any statues around us?"
I sense statues.
Moving statues would be bad news, eh?
How? I mean, it's tremor sense. I mean, if they're vibrating, maybe, but
Help me!
Fair enough.
Isabel, if that rigidity lasts for more than 4 hours, you should consult a physician.
Bezra,
I
can you
can't.
see any statues?
I cannot move my left hand.
Seems like you got a nip there. Keep up.
Still the rows of creature in the back as it's hunting around for whatever made that noise. You look around for these statues, if you will, in the safe spot you found yourselves, this alcove. And you don't see any statues, but you do spot like various like reflective surfaces. You like find like a shield that's been like sort of embedded in between vines and the wall of the roots of a tree, held by like a skeleton behind it that's been like overgrown with moss. But the shield itself is like a reflective like surface, almost like a mirror. Some adventurer was trying to be wise against the basilisk, but ultimately succumbed to something else.
Is that a mirrored shield? That could be useful, yes.
Not a bad idea. Why don't you take it, Eric? Seem more fitting with it.
You want me to do what now?
Are you listening? Take the
Oh,
shield.
that
Try it
corpse
out.
over there is holding a mirrored shield.
I'll pry it out with Mage Hand if I can. I'll like kind of like Jimmy out, wiggle it out with Mage Hand. I'll send it over there and like pull it out.
It's out of the skeleton's hand.
Yeah, look, there's a mirrored finish to the other side. If you don't want it, I'll take it.
You find something very curious as you inspect the shield. Where the grip is, you would expect like remains of like a skeletal hand or something. It's like a perfectly like alabaster, almost like stone fist holding it, ending in like a bone point. So it's like a
We have
fist,
here.
and then like sort of making its way through black bone.
Apparently, this is not effective against basilisks, but nonetheless, it's a nice shield.
As you guys look about some more, Eric, you were looking for like humanoid perhaps statues, or of like creatures similar to your group. Find out on those. But then like a more specific check on like as time passes, you find like little mice and other such creatures, even bugs that have been so sort of beautifully frozen into alabaster rock and like almost like smooth jade. And then in the distance, almost camouflaged in the moss with its lizard frills spread out in a mid hiss and its jaw gape, is a frozen solid basilisk.
Ironic.
By frozen solid, you mean it's petrified,
Petrified,
or
yes.
like
Yeah.
like
Perhaps
know
of the
about her.
perhaps of the
Petrified
reflection did work. Perhaps it was suffered to its own gate.
Maybe that one's out there's got a stronger something. Oh no.
or the
We run
birds.
across another one of these things. Good to have.
Well, I'm not familiar with shields, but I could use one.
well, what? I mean, does that sword prevent you from using a shield?
It can change form.
Oh, well, maybe I could hold on to it for a little bit. Do you want me to hold on to it?
Go ahead. Hold on to
The
the
sh-
shield.
the sword? Yes.
Can you?
Do you hand Dawnbringer over to Self?
Just don't lick it. Actually, I'll ask Dawnbringer. She's okay with it first. Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Give me Dawnbringer.
Hmm.
I
I don't think so.
will burn him where he stands.
Hmm. She doesn't seem to like you very much.
Very well, either way, it's fine. All in due time. I mean, I'll carry the shield for now if you don't want to use it. It's
That's
just
not
when you
a good
get
idea.
big and everything that you carry gets big, that's a quite a big mirror we could all stand behind, but either way.
Meanwhile, Isabel's over there, like, in the background.
Yeah, like I'm a statue.
I just gotta keep limbered. Slow down for a little bit, but maybe we can find something. You know, those brainiacs back there, maybe if we can make this quick, maybe concoct something.
Gizmo or Isabel, those of you more studious. Do
What's
you
that on
know
me?
if a basilisk petrifying gaze is a conscious decision?
I mean, they are predators. It's like a fan of them. So yes, I would say like they decide to use them on you.
Yes, I've always understood that it is some form of attack that they make.
So
But what are
invisibility is an
you
option.
asking?
How about this? We've gotten past it now with the darkness. Let's just keep going and not deal with it. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's
Good
keep
idea.
going.
Okay.
Yes, let's hurry along before
What
it's
we
too
do?
late.
Stone it is. Yes, let's not. I mean, if it's, I have no interest in tangling with basilisk. Let's just go to Blingden Stone.
Oh, we're going into the ruin.
I'm
Yeah,
going
we
to.
gotta find
yeah.
our colleagues.
Oh shit, that's right. You have friends here. Oh, fine. We'll rescue the nerds.
Dawnbringer just like, do you see what I mean?
He's always. Well, I've always thought he was strange, but. 100 years old and all that.
Should you pass through the arches of the ruin and enter its territory and away from the basilisk's territory, the combination of architecture and nature sort of continues onwards as you enter an area thick with vines. These vines with thorny leaves draped, the trees swaying with like unnatural intent. Some of these vines snap in response to your nearby movement, and a sweet, pungent smell hangs in the air. Those of you more proficient with nature and studying plants can tell that beneath your feet, the jungle floor is treacherous with venomous plants that lash out at anyone who disturbs them. Should a person step too carelessly, they may find themselves entangled and dragged into the center of these plants, these man-eating jungle plants with digestive pits. How do you get past this hazard?
Well, that's not good. They're dangerous plants.
And plants like
Don't sigh.
darkness
just-
won't help us here.
They just burn them up. That's fine. Make
That kind of
why
works on the last plant.
don't you make your sword spit some fireballs or something?
You guys are the spellcasters. Where are your fireballs?
I mean,
I'm working on it. Look.
I'm okay burning it, but you will suffocate.
Everything in the Underdark is damp and wet. I don't know if we can burn it.
Okay, but I think I have another idea.
I mean, we can try, I suppose, but
I'll, I'll grab the staff and tap twice with it on the ground. and try to communicate with the plants and tell them to let us pass.
Just so? Nothing else? Go ahead and roll me persuasion check with disadvantage, please.
Sure.
As the
Oh,
Hey,
food
plants.
begs
Let us
for...
pass.
Yeah.
No. All right, thanks.
Okay.
I'm going to give you as much success chance as effort given. You sense the hunger in the plants as they now know of the locations their tendrils stretching toward your group, now threatening all of you. Act quickly. You have one more chance to get past this hazard. As you fail to persuade the predators not to eat their food.
Oh, that's it? That's all you say? Let us pass. That's it.
They're coming. You can be sassing another time.
Just throwing some suggestions out there.
Eric's gonna yell, look over there, and point behind it, and then tell everyone to run.
So
You
Gizmo
realize
will,
that does not have eyes.
Gizmo will-
Both your tricks.
Damn it.
Gizmo will make that nature check and point out the dangerous ones and try to get us to avoid those man-eating ones.
With Gizmo's guidance, you guys proceed through, but each of you has to make some sort of a check here.
I'm gonna use Shadow Step to like just teleport over.
That's automatic success without even needing to roll. That's using a resource, yeah. With Gizmo's help, those of you making checks can make them with advantage. He rolled so high.
How do I do that for Shadow Step? Or is it just
You don't need to roll for Shadow Step.
Okay.
It's an automatic
Okay,
success for
that's
you
good.
because you just
Okay,
blink
got him.
to a shady
Alright.
spot.
Peace out, nerds.
What kind of check are we making?
Whatever you choose. This is a skill check. It's open
Okay.
to your
Alright.
interpretation, whatever applies.
All right. I'm going to use minor illusion to make fire kind of go around me. It's like it's your choice if you want to fuck around and find out plans.
Minor illusion, is it visual sensory only, or can you like actually alter temperature and stuff and sound?
I can do that if you allow me to. I can make things a little bit warmer along with prestidigitation around me.
I think it's vision only, and then other things that
I'm gonna
No,
say,
it's not. It's not. It's
given
auditory.
enough
It's
time to do
auditory if
two
you
actions,
wanted
you can
to.
combine spells. Yes.
Yeah, if you wanted to, it can be auditory.
No, it's a cool
it can
idea.
be sensory. Yeah, it can be sensory or whatever it is. It's like it's up to you, plans.
Okay, go ahead
Fuck
and roll
around
me
and find out.
intimidation with advantage.
Okay.
The DC will be like 13. Really?
That's not great for me.
The plants like test your fire by inserting some of their vines into it, and as soon as they detect that it's not a threat, they press through. You failed by one point here. So you watch as they lash angrily at the spellcaster trying to trick them, wrapping their vines around him and ensnaring Self where he is.
Fuck you. And then I'm gonna go ahead and Misty step away.
Sounds good. You take a measly, like, 1d10 of poison damage from just the thorns piercing through your legs, as the Misty Step takes effect. Takes 3 poison damage from the little scrap on your leg. Probably nothing. Jungle injuries. What's the worst that can happen with them? And you miss a step away. Avoiding getting swallowed.
Yes.
I
But in
was-
doing so, I
Yeah.
distracted them from my allies, correct? Yes.
Okay, I'll reverse gravity on myself, and Isabel will start floating with levitate and
Reverse gravity?
levitate.
Okay. I will play God.
I'm sorry, man. Like,
Reality
technology.
is
Okay?
mine to shape, GM. I reverse gravity.
Isabel is OP.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
I use my mithril to the world. Okay. All right, cool. You levitate away out there using that resource, no problem. I think it's success from everybody, right?
I didn't do shit.
Okay,
I'm still
Eric?
thinking. Eric will grow large. Eric will use Giant Smite. He's trying to become a size that he thinks would be too big for the creature to even attempt trying. And he's gonna just cautiously try and walk past it.
Cool. That's a resource used, and as it lashes against you, it does touch you with its poisonous thorns, but you shrug it off. It's immediately like 1 poison damage. Nothing to you, as you just sort of tear yourself away and like piss off and just walk off past this field and into the underbrush. The underbrush shakes with unnatural eerie sound as your tricks of flame and spell casting, you're shouting your spells out, has attracted the attention of something creeping behind, stalking you. You all feel it, that prickling sensation at the back of your necks, and hear the eerie sounds. Eyes gleam in the darkness, and in between the ferns, whispers of creature moving unseen as it hunts the party. These hybrid Camadans and this Splacer Beasts mixture, this almost like a orange panther with snakes growing out of its back, shifts between the spaces, blending with shadows and circling their prey. You can hear their faint roars close in through the dense vegetation as they toy with their targets.
I don't like this at all. Gwenheva, and I'm gonna use the wondrous figurine to call out the displacer beast. Gwenheva, talk to your people. Tell them not to fuck with us, and we won't fuck with them, please.
First time ever summoning the majestic creature, it unfurls before you, landing on all fours, a graceful black panther with 2 tentacle-like appendages out from either shoulder. It glances at you with intelligent eyes, sniffing at its surroundings, taking it all in real quick, but realizing that you're in danger at the scent of the beast's about, and then it locks eyes with the statuette in your hand, recognizing you, imprinting upon you as its new wielder. It gazes upon you, and with a short snarl, goes to chase off the predators in brush. Whenever will roll me an intimidation check.
See, now that's a good pet. That's why I put it high on my list.
Yes, exactly. I mean, it was number 1 for me. Oh, what, number 2? I mean,
It was
Bumble
either
is
1
the
or
pet,
2 for
but
me.
yes,
I think it
very
was
high
1.
easily top 3.
Very much. See, great minds think alike.
Very
Enough.
good pets.
As she intimidates the creatures, throwing them off for a time, and the rest of them go and chase her. You can hear snarls as it's like cats fighting in the streets in the distance, giving you all the opportunity to escape as you fear and repulse these beasts, avoiding an entire combat encounter. Okay.
Escape.
The ground becomes soggy as the party approaches a stretch of knee-deep marshland. Guinevere, the conjured animal companion, joins, self-signed, prowling about. You can see fresh blood staining her lower chin, and like this half snake head still being chewed by her as she enjoys her most recent prey. The water about,
Good girl.
the water about ripples with unseen movement, and strange bubbles rise to the surface. Somebody wants to make me a nature check?
On that. Oh,
Gizmo, ever vigilant for anything to do with nature. You're familiar with the jungles of Chult on the surface. You're familiar with other jungle-like geographical locations that host these parasites in the water, just below the surface. The road leeches lurk below, ready to latch onto any skin that touches the water. This disease-ridden hazard makes wading through dangerous, but going around would take hours. So the choice is yours. Throat leeches are called so because they have a habit of being so small and so subtle, hide in drinkable water as larvae, and when you drink the water, they latch to your throat and stay there and just sort of feast on you for a long time until the prey, the host, eventually dies off or gets cured.
Well, that sounds terrible. Gizmo will climb up on Clank's back and be like, okay, just try to keep your feet out of the water.
Gizmo says, "Fuck that, God."
How far of a distance do we need to clear?
You are about 10 minutes away if you do a straight shot according to your map. From your, like, you're pretty much on the last leg of this journey. But like going around this marsh would like take an extra hour.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I want to stunning strike every little tiny leech I come across. Just punch in water.
Just a single leech.
I'm going to.
You can use like medicine if you're familiar with leech-related diseases to prevent infection by offering advice on protection and care. You can trudge through the marsh swiftly with athletics. You just want to rely on your strength, keeping your footing and balance as you avoid getting stuck or exposing yourselves to the water for too long. Survival can help you like spot a safer, shallower section perhaps of the marsh, or create a makeshift tool to brush the leeches off. Whatever you comes to mind.
I was gonna say, can I boil the water? Like,
If you have-
scorch by fire?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll summon Atlas, activate it again, and he will start like spitting fire in a cone, like as we walk forward. Let me post the ability.
Yeah.
But yeah, just
Yeah.
flamethrower.
You flamethrow your way through, and if you can just do that indefinitely, essentially, you create a safe passage for your party to wade on through. Excellent use of resources. Nobody's gonna contract throat leeches tonight. Cool.
Dang. Shucks.
Welcome to Nam.
I
This
love
is
giving
Vietnam.
tapeworms to my players. On facing all the hazards on the way, you finally reach the Troglodyte tribe ruins, wary but determined. Good job, Paul. As you wade through the jungle-like expanse of the Veilroot, the ruins of the Troglodyte tribe temple come into view. Crumbling stonework overgrown with bioluminescent vines and moss and twisting roots. The air is still, but a sudden sound of wings, an unsettling, incessant thrumming, breaks the silence. Ahead, you spot the following. That must put us on a map. How are we doing vision-wise? I know Eric is already on there, a little experimenting. We have Self, as you find a dry patch of like wood paneling.
I can't see, my lord.
My lord.
You can see.
Just gonna put you on a map.
There we go.
Isabel
What is that?
and Gizmo.
Where we
What
are.
the fuck is this?
Ahead, you spot one of the missing Society of Brilliance members, a minute troglodyte lizard folk, recognized by her tabard. She's stumbling backwards, coughing and choking, struggling to breathe as clouds of this crystalline spore fill the air around her. Her skin is pale, sweat glistening under the dim light of the jungle. Hovering over her is a grotesque creature. A chasmophene demon, its massive insect-like form emitting that haunting, rhythmic buzz of wings. Its beady, alien eyes gleam with malice, and in its mandibles, you can hear the sound of clack as it clacks together hungrily, as if savoring the moment before it strikes. This creature is surrounded by swirling spores, the deadly cloud spreading from strange tubes along its head, forcing the troglodyte to her knees. The troglodyte's breaths come in shallow gasps as the spores take their toll. Around her, smaller aberrations scuttled forward from the shadows, creeping closer to rip her apart, their twisting forms eager to join in the kill. Time is running short, and the troglodyte may not have long before the chasm ends. minions finish her off. If you wish to intervene, we'll root for initiative come next session.
Yeah. I'm ready.
Let's go.
Yeah, and
Yes, quickly, Bazrak, cast silence. You can do that, right?
You motherfucker!
You can do that, right?
No.
I've seen you do that before a million times, haven't I?
I lost the way.
so Tom, I don't know what happened, but Gizmo sees nothing on this map. So before next session.
It's alright. I'll probably have to re-add you or something.
I just have complete blackness.
Maybe reload.
I did see when you zoomed in on the tokens, but that's all I saw. Oh, there we go.
Does Gizmo not have dark vision? He does.
No, he has to.
Not sure why you can't see anything then. The map is
I can now.
illuminated next to. Okay.
I see it now. Yeah.
So you can see the aforementioned Skris, the troglodyte, minute, almost kobold-sized, small for a species. Perhaps they're just like the females being smaller than males. But then again, you did see. You also maybe it's just a specimen thing. Maybe she's a pygmy, but she's almost kobold-sized, little lizard thing, being attacked by these aberrations in the temple. And we'll pick up from here, I suppose, just because it is getting to 9:30. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. This was a hell of a lot of fun.
That was a good
Thank
one.
you for running. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, sing it, my dude.
Dude, that's killing me.
The eye.
The eye is killing me. I laughed so hard when I first did that to myself, and I think I whipped my head back and laughed that I winded myself, became lightheaded, and I actually lost lapse of memory of where I was in the notes. I was like, whoa, I almost passed out. I don't know what happened. I just fucking whipped myself. Oh, good stuff though. Alrighty then. Stars, wishes, kudos, anything you guys want to mention, any questions, any feedback is appreciated as always. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining.
I like the minigame thing. That was fun.
I'm glad.
Yeah,
That is-
it was a really
was straight-
fun no combat session for sure.
Yeah. You guys skip combat with those. Hold on, let me just put this on the map layer. I don't know if you ever saw what the Displacer Camadens are, but it's these creatures. And they're pretty sick.
Those are really cool looking.
Yeah. I mean, they're still around. They're hunting around.
Wow. Oh
Yeah.
shit.
If you ever want to fight something, just to get something from them, or I don't know, because you have a fucking ball and mindset, you can always just straight up attack something that Tom introduces instead of going plan it.
You could. But I go with what the group wants. Plus it was getting me. And plus it's not the last time I'm gonna encounter them. You guys are maneuvering through Veilroot. It's a pretty big zone around the area near
I already have plans in mind. Ideally for the next campaign that I play, I don't want Eric to die. I already have plans in mind for be a bar, and so he's gonna have big
You're cutting in and out.
I really hate to tell you this, but yeah, you are cutting out, dude.
Unfortunately.
I know. I know. I thought we had that problem licked, but
I just increased the gain on my mic is all I did.
yeah, you might have to play around with it. I mean, if you can, I just use push to talk just because it's, unless you have a mic that has a mute button on it or something like that. Sometimes, thing is my wife just rocks into the room just and she has no inner monologue, so I know I need to have push to talk at all times.
Gotcha.
So, but I don't know. I mean, if you need to, if the mic situation is such that either it's gonna pick up clickety clacks on the keyboard, or it's not gonna pick up when you're talking.
Usually I'm too quiet, so I usually have to pretty high up. But at the start of the session, you guys were complaining about me about like every little move.
It was too high up before. Like we were hearing you like shift in your chair and stuff like that at the beginning of the session. But I don't know if you can like. I don't know. Are you using like a headset mic or what are you using now?
No, I still have the Blue Yeti.
Blue Snowball?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The Snowball, in my experience, its like threshold is like really low. Like it's gonna come in quiet. But I don't know, man. If I was you, I would just use push to talk. If you don't have something that can like be muted like manually.
Just push to talk and have like the gain everything on.
Yeah, I mean, like the thing is, gain doesn't matter if you use push to talk. It's binary. It's on or off. It's either gonna pick everything up or not. So like the like sensitivity almost doesn't matter then. But it's better than it picking up stuff that you don't want or not picking up stuff that you do want.
What keys do you use with push to talk? I have tried using talk before and I ran into trying to use it while playing Roll20 like
I use control for Roll20 for like Discord and it works pretty well. I don't think that it you know, because the thing is, even if I like control shift or something like that, like there's two control buttons and they both work differently. So you can just have it set to like one control button. So if I don't want to the thing is, if you can like copy paste something, it's not going to sound weird. It's not going to sound bad unless like you're being super loud in the background. But you have two control buttons. So if you make like your left control button, your push to talk button, and your right one, your copy paste button or whatever else you want to use, it's basically you have two options. That's why I use control. But it does sound like it's your like the sensitivity is an issue because like it's either it's picking up everything or it's not picking up your voice. So is that what you guys are kind of hearing too or no?
Yeah, he's really coming stuttery a little
Yeah.
bit for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you fine, and then there's a break, and then we hear you again. So,
And that is somewhat an issue with the Blue Snowballs is they have a weird thing with volume that they pick up on and broadcast and like their sensitivity. Like they're great mics in terms of quality, but getting the settings right on them is kind of a nightmare.
100% gonna bring Laverne back. I like that NPC. Sometimes you just run on an NPC and you feel good about them.
The dragon wormling? Yeah,
I'm very good with like characters that have like mischief to them. Like not good running them, but good like immersing myself into like their sort of, because I'm a thing of chaos. I always rule chaotic PCs whenever I get to be a PC. Sometimes. Anything that you want to get on record in terms of the session before I turn the recording off?
Should I mark off one egg? I think Corin's on 8 an egg, right?
Yeah, he had breakfast.
Okay. All right.
3 remaining, and I've been ruling for him to hatch all session, but no go.
Oh, really?
Every time I roll D100s, it's a chance for an egg to hatch if I roll 10 or lower.
Yeah, but I offered up on the altar to him. I offered the heart, the Yanagu heart. That sounded like maybe that was something I could possibly get if I, went the Yanagu route. But
What are you hoping for?
That is kind of like a yes and thing. Like I'm saying, like it kind of sounded like that was a little bit of a warlocky type. Like, hey, if you do this, but like I'm giving it to my patron and be like, hey, this is something that I pilfered from the enemy team. So, I mean, if you want to give that some thought or something like that, I don't know. I'm not expecting anything. It's kind of like balls in your court, I'm sacrificing it on the altar of my patron.
Okay.
So
I'll give it a thought.
yeah, because it didn't sound like anyone else wanted to necessarily do that, but I was also really surprised when Dawnbringer was like, "Oh yeah, I hand Dawnbringer off to someone." I was like, "Wait, really?" Like, because that's not a great idea, but
I
I'll
was
take
ready
it.
to roll damage. As soon as you touched the handle, I was ready to roll damage.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I would be okay with that, but yeah, that would be hilarious.
Eric knows that like self, but he's kind of like of the impression that like most things he doesn't really. Yeah, if you're.
Bye, Eric.
I love the game.
Oh my god.
You have to fix this mic situation. If you want to like test something out, like some evening or something like that, just hit me up. But like, I don't know what it is.
I got a notion of what he
so
said
weird.
though, and essentially it's like Dawnbringer's shaped to fight the very patron that this other entity wishing to grab its handle is worshipping. Like Dawnbringer slays devils, demons, all of that. She's like an angel. She is like lawful, stupid, good. Like I slay evil things as a principle. Doesn't matter if there's a middle ground or if there's a gray zone. If it's evil, it perishes. Sort of thing.
Be careful, Gizmo.
You're the one to speak. You and your plan.
You think Gizmo's being evil?
I see you.
Yeah, but I mean, wasn't Zariel kind of the same way, and she ended up how she ended up? I'm just saying,
I don't see your point.
there's a chance.
I think he means like Dawnbringer can join the devils. That's what I think you say. But guys, I'm gonna leave you. I'm extremely fatigued, so I'm gonna get off the computer.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump off and get ready for bed.
Night.
Same
Yeah.
here.
Take care, peeps.
Alright.
Right. Take care,
Bye,
everybody.
boys. Miss you. Kisses.
Night night.
Good night.